Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is story about what if Shinto goodness asks Naruto to save their world. Before I start, please do support for more amazing content, and do consider to subscribe my channel and share my video to your friends and check out the description as well. Let's start the video. Ugh, I hate diplomacy missions, they always boring, having to listen to old geezers discussing about politics and stuff. It's too what the word Shika always use. Oh right, it's too troublesome. A figure said, jumping through the forest in fast pace. The figure is none other than Naruto Uzumaki, hero of the Fourth Shinobi War and savior of the world. It's been 1 year since the war, and the people of the Elemental Nation are still recovering from it. Now 18 years old and standing in 177 centimeters tall, Naruto's appearance has drastically changed. His hair that was once spiky and wild is now cropped short with his black leaf headband. His outfit also changes as he now wore black uniform-style jacket with an orange zipper that features several buttons on the waist and sleeves, allowing him to fold up the left sleeve and rear coattails. He wore a red armband with an Uzumaki crest on his left arm, with his prosthetic forearm made of Hashirama cells wrapped in bandages in the sleeve, along with black A and BU pants and sandals. Recently he has just finished a diplomacy mission at the Land of Flower. Of course his mission was successful, giving his status as the hero of the Fourth Shinobi War. Everyone around the Elemental Nation respects him. Adults praise him for his heroic bravery in the front line, musicians wrote songs about him, and the children look up to him as an idol. But Naruto started to notice the female population ogling him intensely, having him shiver every time he greet them walking down the road. He even asked Kurama about it, but the Biju always laugh at him, which irritate Naruto to no end. Ha, you better get used to it too. If you still want to become Hokage, you'll need to learn how to handle politics and other important matter. A voice said inside his head, causing Naruto to smile widely. It was none other than Kurama the Kyuubi itself. Ever since the war ended, Naruto and Kurama has developed a strong bond together. They sometimes argue over different matter, but Naruto and Kurama are both brothers, even if Kurama doesn't want to admit. He's such a tsundere, that fox is. You're finally awake, you damn fox. You've been sleeping since I received this mission, and that was 2 weeks ago. Stupid fox, you left me to these old geezers talking nonstop for hours, you bastard. Naruto mentally yelled at his tenant, to which the fox just smirked in return, but his face turned serious. I didn't feel like listening to them, and your mission was boring, but Kurama said seriously. Picking up the serious in Kurama's voice, Naruto listened closely. I know you can feel it too, stay alert. Kurama stayed, getting a nod from Naruto as his body started to tense up. While Naruto making his way through the forest with both Naruto and Kurama staying alert for any surprises they might stumble upon. Naruto continues his travel towards Konoha. A bright light appears above Naruto. What's going? Naruto was cut off when the light started to engulf him before disappearing from the area, or should I say world. X Limbo X. The light died down, showing Naruto standing on something. Once the light cleared up, Naruto opens his eyes and saw nothing but endless void around him. Kurama! Where the hells are we, and what was the light just now? Databeo! Naruto yelled out as his voice echoed through the void. Calm down, kid. I think we're in limbo right now, and the light was a transportation technique, but judging from the power that utilizes the technique, I'll say it's not chakra, but holy magic. Naruto looks surprised and confused at this new information. What is magic, and why the hell is he in limbo? Did he commit a deadly sin recently? It can't be, he didn't do anything bad except accidentally burr. I knew it. I knew it. I committed the ultimate sin in the face of mankind. Sob, I guess I deserve it. Sob, I did something bad. Kurama, something awful. WHAAA. I'm ready to die now. Oh Shinigami-sama, please take this sinner to hell, for I have committed a crime against the gods. WHA. Naruto fell down on his hand and knees as he continues to sob from his crimes. Why, kid, what did you do? Did you kill someone, huh? Never mind that, someone from the heavens must send us here for a reason. Kurama said, calming Naruto down as he starts wiping his snot from his nose. You said something about holy magic. I thought magic was from the fantasy story the parents told their kids back home. Naruto deadpanned, though you can hear a hint of sadness in his voice. Kurama could tell his host emotion, so he decided to explain. Well, you idiot. Kurama started ignoring Naruto, shouting for calling him an idiot. Don't be naive. A lot of fantasy and myth that you human like to tell contains some truth. To be honest, I thought old man Sage was lying when he said the gods bless him some of their powers. So there's another story about the old man Sage? I thought his power was originally from his mother Kaguya that got from the god tree Shinju. Naruto said, remember the history of Shinju and Kaguya. Very good, you're not all that dumb after all. Kurama commented, getting a pout from Naruto. It's true, the old man got his power from his mother that got it from Shinju. When the old man created us, he told us that he met 2 gods during his travel around the world spreading Nishu. Those gods told Old Man Sage that they are the gods of Shinto, the way of Kami, and came to bless him with a piece of their power. Kurama was about to continue but Naruto interrupted him. Wait, so you're telling me that those two gods blessed the old man with their power? Why the hell would they do that and where did they come from? He asked. If you didn't interrupt me you would know now, would you, idiot? Kurama roared in his head before calming down a bit. Apparently the Shinto gods has a lot of influence in this world and many others. Also the Shinigami is also one of these Shinto gods. Anyway, the goddess of the two gods has a vision about child of the prophecy as in you and your Uchiha friend, who will help bring peace in the world. You know the rest of the prophecy already, so I'll cut to the chase. The two gods' names are Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun and universe. She's also the ruler of the heavens. Susanoo is the god of sea and storm and also Amaterasu brother. Kurama explaining. Wait a damn minute, those are the name of the techniques that Sasuke uses. How come he gets the power of Shinto gods and I didn't? That's so unfair, I mean come on, why he gets the cool stuff? Naruto started complaining, causing Kurama to roll his eyes. Shut up! Kurama roared, making Naruto shut up, not before flipping the giant fox off. I don't know why the Uchiha got both power from the gods, but that doesn't matter now, you're still stronger than him. Kurama smirked. Of course the fox was telling the truth too. The reason why Naruto always struggling fighting Sasuke was because he wasn't trying to kill his first best friend, but to stop your talking about power-wise, then Naruto still got the upper hand as he still got the other 8 Biju chakra in him, and with both Kurama Yin-Yang chakra in him, he's 2 times stronger now. But that's all I know from Old Man Sage. Apparently there are more of them and that those Shintos has influence over different worlds, ours included. If I remember correctly, the old man bases some of our bodies from those Shinto yukai that he told us from the Shinto religion. Of course the Kyuubi aka me is the strongest yukai out there. Best fitting for me, right? Kurama puffed up his chest proudly until he noticed Naruto wasn't paying attention. He was about to shout at him, but another bright light lit up the area, causing Naruto to shielding his eyes. Once the light died down, Naruto opens his eyes but started blushing when he saw a figure standing in a few feet away from him. The figure was a woman, a beautiful woman if you ask Naruto. She have lustrous raven black hair that flows down to her lower back right above her bubble ass. She wears a loose-fitting shrine maiden outfit that shows off her DD cup's breast and her light tan luscious creamy legs. Naruto noticed she has 3 whisker marks on each side of her cheeks like his. Her eyes' color was golden that holds much power as her pupils were slightly cat-like. The finally thing he noticed was the 2 black fox ears sticking out of her head with 9 white fox tails behind her. Kurama, she has 9 tails behind her. Does that make her Kyuubi like you? Naruto mentally asked his tenant, who suddenly became quiet. Naruto didn't get any response from the Kyuubi, so he shows Kurama an image of Guy and Lee in their green spandex. Youth! The 2 teacher and student yell out, giving Kurama their nice guy pose, blinding Kurama with their white teeth. Gar my eyes! It's burns, make it stop! Kurama wailed out, which Naruto did as the image started to disappear. I'll kill you, Naruto! Kurama roars, causing Naruto to chuckle nervously. Well, you didn't reply and I got a beaut, I mean a pretty lad, I am mean this fine ass I am a mean. You know what, someone in front of me databayo. Naruto stuttered out as his head turned red with steam coming out. Taking a glance at the fox lady, he could see she was looking at him with an amusing expression on her face, making him turn brighter. Inside his head, Kurama began laughing as his giant body began rolling around his mindscape. SHSH up, you damn fox. Ha 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 ha, T the kid got a crush, ha 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 ha, oh this is rich, ha ha. Kurama continues laughing as Naruto's face started to get hotter. Naruto was about to resort, but a soft melody giggle caught Naruto's ears. Taking a glance at the woman he saw giggling in her hand as her tail moving freely. She caught him looking at her, so she started to walk towards him. Naturally, Naruto's body starting to tense up as Kurama, who was done laughing, was now on guard, ready to give his host power if he needed it. When the goddess was right in front of him, she brought her hand up, and Naruto was ready for an attack but was surprised when she gently stroked his birthmark. His birthmark was always a sensitive spot, so he leaned against her soft hand while purring softly, causing her to giggle again. Naruto-kun, her melody voice rang through his ears as he looked slightly down at her. Do you know who I am, Naruto-kun? She asked softly, causing Naruto shaking his head. Giving him a beautiful smile, she leans up to his ear and whispers softly. My name is Inari Okami, goddess of foxes, also goddess of fertility, rice, tea and sake. It's nice to finally meet you, Naruto-kun and Kurama. The mention of Kurama caught Naruto by surprise, but not Kurama. As he was about to ask her how she knew, she pulls him into a tight hug, pulling his face down to her buxom, causing his arms flailing around. Mao, Naruto-kun, please stop moving around so much, you're hot, Brado, Inari moaned. Taking advantage of the situation, Naruto grabbed Inari's shoulders and pulling his steamy red face back. Hee kid. Although she's a goddess, I'll vote for you to mate her. Do it, hee Kurama suggested, giving out the familiar pervert giggle, causing Naruto's eyes to twitch. Shut up, Databayo. You damn pervert fox, when the hell you became perverted like Kakashi-sensei and Ero-senin? Naruto mentally shouted out, but was ignored from the fox as he was still giggle. I get bored in here and I went through your memories when you read one of his books. Hee hee hee, you hairless monkey are at least good at one thing, hee hee. Kurama shrugged his shoulder and Naruto was about to resort back, but Inari decided to speak up. As amusing as it is on listening young Kurama teasing Naruto-kun, I came here to discuss something important. Her voice sounds serious, so Naruto became serious as well. Though I don't mind becoming Naruto-kun mate at all, she winked at him, causing him to blush and Kurama roar in laughter. But I'll introduce myself again. My name is Inari Okami, goddess of foxes, rice, fertility and sake. Name Uzumaki Naruto, the badass ninja in the world and the next Hokage. And my partner Kurama the Kyuubi. Naruto introduced both him and Kurama. Show some respect in front of Lady Inari, you idiot. She's a goddess that could kill you any second, dumbass. Kurama roared in his head. Humph, I respect no one until they earn it from me. Naruto shot back. You idiot, I'll devour you. That's enough, Kurama, I know how Naruto-kun is. The others and I have watched over you since you were born after. Inari said, surprising not only Naruto but Kurama as well. Wait, so you've been watching since I was born? He asked, getting a nod for an answer. Why? I mean, why the Shinto gods watching over me would? He asked. Well, there was a lot of reason why, but it's not my place to tell you, but Lady Amaterasu. But one reason was because you were our champion, Naruto-kun. She said, earning a shocked look from both Naruto and Kurama. And you also interested us. So the reason you guys watch over me was because I was some kind of entertainment? Naruto asked in a softly, but if you listen carefully, you could hear how angry he is. You guys think it's interesting watching me struggle in life, and how I have to face hardship throughout my life because you think it's interested, huh? He roared out and would have continued if it wasn't for a pair of warm arms holding him tightly and a kiss on the forehead. Naruto-kun, we Shinto gods didn't watch your life for entertainment at all. We were watching you, a lonely little boy who lost his parent during the night of his birth, who endured pain and loneliness throughout your childhood. A child who always gets in trouble so he could be acknowledged by others. Then that little boy turned into a brave little ninja who faces many difficult challenges despite the odds stacked against him. Then we watch our little brave ninja change his ways to protecting his precious people. As we continues watching our little brave ninja, as he went out adventuring around the world saving countries and forging new bonds, times flew by, and before we knew it our brave little ninja became our brave champion who has the determination to never give up on his nindo. You, our champion, became the target of a terrorist group that will stop on nothing but to capture you, but yet you didn't waver, but became stronger. Our brave champion who dreams the impossible peace in the war-filled world, but yet he never gave up and walked down the road of peace. Then our brave champion fought in the war, he who stand in front of his comrade and lead them to battle, fighting for the future of his world. Soon with the war ended our brave champion has one more fight to attend. Our brave champion pour his heart and soul to save his friend from the darkest path he was about to take that was filled with nothing and despairs. Finally our champion came out on top with the victory that even the heavens roars in happiness. Our champion went through loneliness and suffering, to achieving the impossible peace of happiness. It was you, Uzumaki Naruto, that's the reason why we found you interesting, our brave champion. Inari finishes her story. Naruto, whose face was full of surprise, but she could tell he was happy. I don't know what to say. Really, I'm kind of embarrassed that the Shinto gods took interesting in me and all, but what do you want from me? He asks, and Inari's face changed from being lovely to anger, then sadden. He was about asked what happened, but Kurama beat him to the punch. Is something wrong, Lady Inari? Kurama asked politely, which surprised Naruto since the fox was like him who doesn't respect anyone beside Old Man Sage. Maybe it's because she a goddess of foxes and Kurama is also a fox, so he must respect her and obey her. Naruto, you're a genius. Naruto-kun, we Shinto gods need your help. Inari said seriously, shocking Naruto as Inari continues talking. You see, Naruto-kun, there's one world where we Shinto gods have little influence in and is in great danger. She explained. What do you mean, Inari? What's going on there? Naruto asked, worried. The reason why us Shinto gods has less influence there because this world is where different gods from different pantheon ranging from Muslims, Greeks, Norse, Hindus and much more. But the biggest influence religion that holds mostly all influence is the Christians and their biblical God. But the Judeo-Christian religion was made up by three fractions: angels from the heaven who side with their Lord, fallen angels that fell from grace, and devils who came from hell with the four great Satan as their leader. A great war broke loose as the three fractions fought each other's. Many lives was taken from the war, especially innocent people as well who was in the crossfighter. That's awful how the war could cause so many innocent lives from the people who weren't involved in it. Why wasn't the biblical God there to stop this? Naruto clenched his fist in frustration. He was busy fighting the 4 great Satans, and the leader of the fallen angels. But the point is Naruto-kun, the biblical god, died along with the 4 Satans during the Great War. Shocking Naruto. Gods can be killed? I thought you guys are immortals. We're not immortals, Naruto-kun, we just have long lived, with lifespan to millennia. We can grow old and weakening when we reach our old age. So how old are you? Naruto asked, only to receive a slap to the back of his head from Inari with mock angry face. What was that for? Naruto yells, pointing an accused finger at Inari. Humph, you don't ask a lady for her age. That's just rude. Inari scolded Naruto, causing him to scratch his head sheepishly. Haha, sorry? Naruto laughed nervously while apologizing. Humph, I can forgive you this time, Inari said, causing Naruto to cheer as she continuing her explanation. After the Great War, Hell started to have a civil war between the old Satan faction and the new Satan faction. I won't go into detail, but the new faction won and 4 new Satan was elected. But anyway, the reason why we need your help because something big going to happen in that world, and one of our gods has broken free from his imprisonment, and we need your help to stop his revolt. Wait, you want me to fight a god? I'm only human. Sure, I fought the Jubi, and Kagaya, and even Madara and Obito when they were 10 Tails Jinchuriki, but I had Sasuke and Team 7 back with me. Naruto tried to explain, causing Inari to frown. It's true you had your comrade with you, but even if you were fighting alone against them, we the gods knew you would still having beating them. Plus you're stronger now, and beside us gods will help you along the way. Inari tried to reassure him. Lady Inari, if I may ask, but what kind of god are we supposed to fight? Kurama asked since he was curious. Naruto nodded his as well since he's also curious. Sighing a bit, Inari began to speak. The god you're supposed to fight is Tsukuyumi, god of the moon. He's an evil god. He's the brother of Amaterasu and Susanoo. If you want more information, you have to speak to Lady Amaterasu, who is currently in the world that we were speaking about. She explained as Naruto began to think it over with his partner. What do you think, Kurama? Should we go? I mean, it's kind of boring here since the war ending at all, and I want to put my training into good use. Naruto mentally asked him partner. Looking at this in an intelligent way, we're going to a world where we know nothing about it, or the danger we'll face. But in your short-minded you wouldn't care and charge right, and so I say we go. Kurama answered, getting chuckle from Naruto. He was about to give his answer to the goddess of foxes before something pops up in his head. Inari, would I be able to return back to the elemental nation when I'm done with my mission? Naruto asked, getting a sad smile from Inari. I'm sorry, Naruto-kun, but it's only a one-way trip from here to there or here back the elemental nation, Inari said, getting a horrific look from Naruto. Wait, so I won't see any of my friends again? What about my Dre? Naruto stopped his ranting before coming down, surprising Inari and Kurama. It's true he won't see any of his friends again, or his dream to be Hokage in his village. But Naruto stopped and thought of the danger in the other world that could use his help. It cleared to him that the world need help. Since Naruto finally achieved peace in his world didn't mean he couldn't bring peace to that world as well. So his choices are his friends or getting involved in something that not related to him. Taking a deep breath, Naruto looked straight in Inari's eyes, making her blush a little when she say how serious and determined he is. I would like to help the Shinto gods, even though I won't be able to see any of my friends again. I know they will understand why I made my choice, he said, getting a smile from Inari. Walking up Naruto, Inari suddenly gave him peck on the lips, making Naruto stumble back with a blushing face. What W was that? F for Databeo? Naruto stuttered out, getting giggle from Inari and a perverted giggle from Kurama. I just gave you my blessing, Naruto-kun. She smiled at him before her smile turned into a seductive one, or were expecting me to add a little tongue. She licked her lips, slowly, getting a shiver from Naruto. But to answer your question, I gave you my blessing to summon foxes as you command. That got Naruto to perks up. Really? So now I can summon foxes now? Sweet. Naruto cheers out. Yes, but your toad contract was voided since my blessing took effect, so you can only summon my kitsune now, she said, getting a nod from Naruto. Sure, he'll miss his toad buddies, but it's only for the best, he guess. It's time for you to leave, Naruto-kun, Inari said as a portal opened behind him. Grabbing his hand, she led him in front of the portal. Naruto-kun, when you reach the other world, I want you to head toward Kyoto in Japan. That's where you will find Lady Amaterasu. She will tell you everything you need to know, okay? Giving her a nod, Naruto gave her a thumb up. Don't worry, Aina-chan, leave it to me, Databeo, he said, getting blush from the goddess for using chan after her name. Naruto was about to enter the portal when he felt someone grab his hand and turn him around. The next thing he knew was his lips were touching something soft, and he could smell a scent of sake. Looking down, he blushed when he Inari giving him a deep kiss. Not knowing what else to do, he grabbed her waist and started kissing her back with the same affection. Feeling him kissing back, Inari slightly opened her mouth to let her tongue through, poking his lips, asking for entrance. She got her answer when his mouth slightly opened, letting her tongue push through into his mouth as she started exploring it. She soon met his tongue as they both began to fight for dominance in Naruto's mouth. It lasted 10 minutes. Since Naruto was inexperienced, Inari won the battle and starts resuming exploring his mouth. 5 minutes later, both of them broke the kiss with the satisfying Inari and light-headed blonde hero. Before she could react, Naruto stumbled back through to the portal where Naruto would bring peace and chaos into the world. Kakuku, he's so cute when he's blushes. Kakuku, I can't wait for him to become one of us. Inari started to giggle before flashing away. Underworld. The underworld is an unusual place. When a human think of hell, they would say where the soul goes to be punished and tortured for their sins. Hell would be pictured as a dark world where the sky is pitch dark as the river covered in bloods, not a place where cities or trees would be found. And even devil, who people picture them as evil creatures with horns on their head and tail from behind, not devils that look like human walking around the cities minding their business and whatnot. Yep, hell is an unusual place. Phoenix Mansion. Rias Gremory was not a happy young devil. Why, you may ask? Because she was forced into a fate against her will by her family. Despite her protest, her family wouldn't give in, so she made a desperate decision and challenged Riser in a rating game match. If she wins, her engagement with Riser will be voided, and if Riser wins, he would marry her immediately. But despite all the training her peerage and her went through, she fell short on victory when she has to surrender the match to save her precious pawn Issei. Sighing to herself, she gazed at the mirror in front of her. Rias is a beautiful young woman in her late teens with white skin, blue-green eyes, and a buxom figure. Her most distinctive feature is her long, beautiful crimson hair that reached down to her thighs, with a single strand hair sticking out from the top with loose bangs covering her forehead and side bangs framing her face. She is currently wearing a revealing white dress that shows off her upper breast. Her gaze was interrupted when yellow flames lit behind Rias and her maid, and out came Riser. Rias, my dear, you look lovely in that dress. Riser commented with a smug smirk, causing Rias growl at him. Come on, Rias, that isn't ladylike, is it? His comments earned a glare from Rias this time. Riser-sama, this area is off-limit for men, one of the maids stated. It's fine, I'm the star of the party, and I'm only here to see my sexy wife. Riser shook off the maid's statement, making his way in front of Rias. I'm not the bride yet, Riser. Rias snapped at him. And beside, what's up with this dress? It's perfect. It shows the demon world, the bonding between the Gremory and Phoenix household. He leans closer to Rias. Beside, it will be easier to take off, for our bonding time. Riser back off to leave, laughing along the way with Rias glare at his retreating body. I will never do such thing to the likes of you. Rias growled. Riser just started to laugh harder. But my dear Rias, you will, because you lost and it's your fate to marry me. Riser spread his arms out and showing off his superiority. Or are you waiting for a hero to show up and save you tonight? It's over, Rias, you lose. With that said, his body was surrounded by flames, then vanished, leaving Rias alone with her maid. Looking back at the mirror, Rias gave a sad smile. A hero, huh? That would be nice. Rias said, touching the mirror. I could use one right about now. Damn him. Damn that Yakitori, stealing Bucho away from us. Issei roar as he repeatedly punches the wall with the rest of the peerage near him. After the match, Grafia personal healed the group so they could attend the ceremony, not before warning them not to do anything that might dishonor the Gremory household. Ayase-san, please stop, your hand is bleeding. Asia panic as she rushes to heal Issei's hand. Kiba, you guys, can't we do something to prevent Bucho from marrying that bastard? Issei asked the group with a pleading look. We can't do anything or Rias and the Gremory will lose face among the remaining pillar. Akino sadly said, making Issei clench his fist in frustration. We were so close also, if only we had more time. Kiba frowned. We lost, Kaneko said in her monotone voice. Damn it! Issei roared as he punched the wall one last time, leaving a crack behind. Looking at the scene sadly, Akino couldn't help but blame herself. If only she was stronger, then maybe, just maybe, they would have chance of winning. If maybe she was to use that power, they might have a better chance, even if that power came from that man. Something on your mind, Akino-san? A voice said, causing Akino and the other to look behind them to see Sona Citri, heiress of the Citri clan and also Ko Academy Student Council president. Era, it's nothing, Sona-sama. Akino bows slightly to Sona. If you were thinking of the match, I would say you guys rather did an impressive job despite the result in the end. Sona praised the group. If we had more time to prepare, we could have gotten stronger, and we would have won. Issei comment, roughly getting a sad smile from Kiba and Akino as Kaneko nodded her head. Maybe you're right, But it looks like Rias is in a very tight situation. Do you guys have a backup plan? Sona asks only to receive a frown for an answer. I see, it's pained me to see Rias like this, please give her my. Sona was interrupted when a giant yellow flames appears in front of the ballroom showing Riser standing there. Welcome, all nobles from the honorable household, the Phoenix family are honored with your attendance tonight party. Tonight we're here to witness a historic moment in Devil Society. Tonight I, Riser Phoenix, and the heiress of the Gremory clan, Rias Gremory has announced our intention on marrying. Riser declares through the ballroom. Now without further ado, I present you my queen, Rias Gremory. A red magical seal of the Gremory family appeared next to Riser, and Rias appeared out of it. Seeing his Bucho, Issei attempt to make his way to her but two hands stop him from moving. Looking back, Issei saw a frowning Kiba and sad-eyed Kaneko holding him in place. Let go Kiba, Kaneko-chan, I have to say Bucho. Issei hissed out quietly. Getting apologized from the two as Issei struggled to free himself from them. Having enough, Issei started to yell. Bucho! I'm here too. Sav. Issei stopped mid-sentence when he and everyone felt a high-pressure magical power in the room. Everyone felt a light sting when they felt a trace of holy power in it, and before anyone knew it, a huge magic portal appears in midair before disappearing when a silhouette shot down to the floor, making a crater in the progress. The household guard started to surround the crater, preparing for an attack if need to. As the smoke started clearing up, the devils in the room could hear groaning coming from the crater as a figure started to walk out of the smoke. Leaving the crater, the devils saw a tall, lean, handsome young man in his late teens with short blonde hair with blues eyes and whisker-like mark on his cheeks appear in front of them. Naruto Uzumaki looks around the room full of people wearing fancy clothes, but what surprised him was strange dark energy coming off of them. Calling in the natural energy from the world, Naruto started to sweat lightly. So much hatred and bloodlust in this world. It looks like Mother Nature herself is angry at the world for polluting her air and water. The land that once filled with green forest is now replaced by buildings. As a sage, he couldn't help but sadden as how the world has abandoning Mother Nature, and took a mental note to meet her personally. Lucky for him, he could ignore the hatred and bloodlust in his head, thanks to a giant fox in him that was once filled with hatred and bloodlust. Now entering sage mode, he could feel different kind of energy around him. These people have a lot of dark energy in them. These people aren't human, maybe devils, since they hold dark energy? What do you think, Kurama? Naruto mentally asked him partner while taking glances around the room with the guards started to circle on him. He soon narrows his eyes on Rias' group. I have to agree with you, these devils look human in this world. We have to do a lot of research if we want to know about this world and the beings in it. Kurama stated. Looking through his host's eyes, he saw Naruto looking at a group of teenagers. Looking at Rias' group, the first person he noticed was a young woman with a breast that could rival, or even suppress Tsunade's breast. She is about the same age as him with very long black hair with violet eyes, with her hair tied in a long ponytail reaching all the way down her legs with two strands sticking out from the top of her head sloping backwards, with an awesome orange ribbon keeping it in place. He could feel her demonic power along with holy power? Now that's interesting. When their eyes met, Naruto saw her giving him a curious look with amusement. But her eyes told everything that Naruto needed to know about her. She went through pain, suffering, and loneliness. She's very good at putting up a strong mask, but she couldn't fool Naruto. He knew that she needs someone to depend on to stay by her side and support her along the way, or she'll fall in deep despair. Moving on, the next person of the group, he saw a pretty boy with short blonde hair, gray eyes, and a mole under his left eyes. Naruto could sense large amount of negative emotion coming from him. Naruto would look into that. His eyes wandered down to see a small petite girl with white hair and hazel eyes. As the front of her hair have two long bangs going down her shoulders with several loose bangs hanging over her forehead. She has a black cat-shaped hair clip on both sides of her hair. To Naruto's surprise, she got chakra in her, but the weird part is she only has the yin release of the chakra. The chakras in this world only have yin chakra, while the yang is a different source of energy, I presume. Kurama explained. So both yin and yang chakra are separated? Naruto asked, and getting a nod from the QB. Damn, I want someone as an apprentice too. Naruto pouted, getting an eyes roll from the QB. You're too stupid to teach anyone, and beside, we need to worry about yourself. I can sense powerful energy making its way here soon. I know we could take them, but right now we're in enemy territory, so don't do anything stupid. Naruto nodded his head. He are the last two member of Rias' peerage. Kurama, can you feel it? There's a powerful aura coming from that boy left hand, and it's alive as well. Naruto narrows his eyes on Issei. It seemed like he has something sealed inside his body as well. Like a Jinchuriki? Possible that nun girl and the pretty boy got something inside them too. Enough looking around, we might have to fight our way out of this one. Let's see how these devils match a Jinchuriki. Naruto smirked when a blonde-haired guy walks forward with a piss-off expression on his face. You, how dare you crash this historic event in the Devil's Society? Riser yells out, causing Naruto to scratch his head sheepishly. Sorry, Naruto awkwardly apologized, causing everyone to face fault. Before Riser got up and unleashed his flaming wings and was prepared to attack Naruto when a voice interrupted him. Ho ho ho, this turned out to be quite interesting, hasn't it, Grafia? A male voice said. Yes, it has, Surzek-sama. A stoic voice replied. Everyone turned around to see the ruler of the underworld with his queen standing next to a surprised Rias. Lucifer-sama / Ni-sama. Everyone exclaimed out while Naruto tensed his body. So the high energy was coming from them, huh? I might need an escape route if things get ugly here, though I don't mind fighting. Naruto thought. Well, looks like something interesting shows up. Surzek said, walking towards Naruto with Grafia following behind him as Naruto prepared for any sort of hostility. Relax, young man, we aren't going to attack, just to ask some question, he said with a gentle smile. Sensing no lie in his voice, Naruto lowered his guard a little. Okay, but I want some question answer as well, Naruto said, getting a nod from Surzek. Surzek-sama, you mustn't waste your time with this low-life trash of a human boy. I'll say we just kill him and continue on with the party ceremony, Riser suggested, preparing a fireball to kill the human but stopped when Surzek put his hand up telling him to stop. Relax, Riser-kun, we're not heartless creature anymore, we should welcome our guests with open arms, Surzek cheerfully said with a glint in his eyes. Besides, you wouldn't have hit him. His words left everyone in the room confused before Riser felt a sharp kunai against his throat. Looking behind him, he saw Naruto holding a kunai with his wind affinity against his throat with the second kunai near his ass. Fast was the thought of every devil in the room besides Surzek and Grafia, who saw his movement as they were very impressed by the human speed. I suggested you don't look down on us, human, or I might give you hemorrhoids, Naruto threatened as he gripped both weapons tighter. Bahahaha, do it. The silence was broken by a sound of laughter. Glancing at the source of the laughter, Naruto and the devils could see Issei laughing his ass off, while Akino giggled in her hand, Asia got a blush on her face, Kiba just laughed lightly, and Kaneko got a small smile on her face. As entertaining as the threat seemed, I think it's time for our questions to be answered, am I right? Surzek said, getting a nod from Naruto as he backed away from Riser, not before dodging a fireball aiming at him from Riser. How dare you, a human touching me, a noble high-class devil! I will turn you into ashes! Riser roars as he sent multiple fireballs the size of basketball. Before it could reach Naruto, an ice wall appeared in front of the incoming fireball and canceled the attack. Riser-sama, Surzek-sama said to stand down, and I won't hesitate to enforce my king order. Grafia warned as her voice meant pain and suffering. TSK, if the strongest queen said so. Riser scowled before facing Surzek and slightly bowed to him. I'm sorry for my rude display earlier, Surzek-sama, Riser said politely. It's fine, Riser-kun, now for the important matter. Surzek waved Riser off before facing Naruto. The both of them stared at each, sizing each other up. It lasted for a few minutes before Surzek decided to speak first. First let's introduce ourselves, shall we? My name is Surzek Lucifer, formerly known as Surzek Gremory, and the leader of the Four Great Satan. He introduced himself. So he's the new Lucifer that won the civil war against the old Satan faction. I expected him to look older and more, I don't know, strict, disciplined, serious, and have a 20-foot pole stuck up his ass like that Riser guy back there, Naruto thought. Don't judge a book by its cover, you know that better than anyone else, Kit. Naruto gave a light nod in response. That Surzek guy power is strong, I admit. Judging by his power level, he's stronger than Lady Inari, not as high as ours, but still watch yourself, Naruto. Kurama scowled. I see, well, I got to be careful then. Naruto blinked before he remembers something. Speaking of which, earlier you gave Inari a lot of respect, and went so far as to call her Lady Inari. What's up with that? Getting a grunt in return, Kurama responds, I only show her respect because she's the goddess of foxes. Even though I'm made all chakra, I'm still a fox in mind. But you have rabbit ears and upper body of a human with thumbs. I do not have rabbit ears, you damn human. Say that one more time and say goodbye to your offspring. It's a joke, hehehe. Yeah, a joke anyway, I gotta get back here, so see why. Naruto quickly canceled his connection with Kurama. Naruto Uzumaki, the #1 unpredictable badass ninja in the world. Naruto introduced himself, getting a few whispers from the devils around him. Ninja? Did the human hit his head while crashing down? Human nowadays will say anything to boost their confidence up. But look how serious he was introducing himself. Naruto eyebrow twitched violently, but kept his calm. While Surzek was examining Naruto over, he could tell the young man was telling the truth as how he reacted to the comments by his fellow devil peers. Surzek-sama, you can't possibly believe him, do you? Riser-sama roar in laughter with the devils around him. Expect Rias and her peerage along with Sona, Surzek and Grafia. That bastard, making fun of someone when he was introducing himself. He's really a jackass. Issei growl out, while Rias, who was with her peerage during the whole Naruto and Riser episode, frown a bit. It seemed the higher nobles are distracted. It's our chance to escape, Rias. Akino suggested but didn't get a response from her king. Rias? She said again, getting her king attention. Did you say something, Akino? She honestly asks. Giving a nod, Akino repeated herself. I said it's the best time to escape. Looking at her king, she saw Rias looking at the blonde mystery boy now named Naruto Uzumaki. Are you perhaps interested in this Naruto boy, Rias? Taking her gaze away from Naruto, she looks over at her queen. I would be lying if I said I wasn't. He's a mystery. While he call himself a ninja, I would say he's telling the truth by his voice, and consider his clothing he's wearing and the weapons he pulls out on Riser only add more evidence, as he's telling the truth. She explains after analyzing Naruto since he came. But despite all that, he's still mysterious. Giving Rias a nod, she stared at Naruto also. When their eyes met, she a strong-willed person that shared the same pain as her. She could see it, the loneliness, suffering, and pain of losing a loved one just like her, but for her she need a pillar to support her, but he is the pillar. A strong pillar that everyone leans toward, a pillar that wouldn't budge or crumble. Maybe he's the one that she could lean on. Chakra, Kaneko muttered, narrowing her eyes at Naruto. I'll ask the first question, what is a human here doing in the underworld? Surzek asks. I don't know, I just found myself here when I fell through that portal. He replies with a shrug of his shoulder, getting a nod from Surzek. Now it's my turn. What are you planning on doing with me since I'm a human in the underworld? Smiling, Surzek reply, I guess nothing. As long you don't threaten the Devil Society, I will let you off. You have my word as a Satan. Reading his emotion, Naruto could tell he speaks the truth, but the same prick interrupts them again. You can't be serious, Surzek-sama. You can't let him leave just like that. Just kill the human and be done with it. Riser said, getting nod from his fellow devils. Maybe you're right. Surzek pondered on the idea, causing Naruto to tense his body again. I guess I can give him task. He announced as everyone's eyes were on him. Naruto Uzumaki, I have a request for you. You can deny it if you want, but please listen to me first. He asks Naruto, who was thinking it over. I can just escape now if I wanted to, but if I can get in this guy good side, I might have a possible ally in the future. You're right, we might need allies if we have to face Tsukuyomi and the danger in this world. So having the devil behind our back is a good idea. Kurama gave his input also. Sure, I got nothing to do right now, so what is it? He lazily asks. As Surzek smiled, cheerful with a glint in his eyes that no one knows beside his queen, who only shook her head. Well, Naruto-kun, getting an raised eye from Naruto for Kun part. You see, this party is engagement party to celebrate the engagement of the Riser Phoenix and my dear little sister Rias Gremory. Rias, please be a dear and introduce yourself. He called out as everyone heard footsteps coming closer, as a redhead girl appear in front of Naruto. Such beautiful crimson hair. Naruto unconsciously muttered, getting Rias to lightly blush with Surzek smirking, and Riser snarling at them. What about me, Naruto-kun? I too have crimson hair, see, Surzek said as Naruto looked at him horrified. What's wrong, Naruto-kun? Getting out of his horrific state, Naruto just mutters something about not interesting with any boy's love or staying in the same room with him alone. Just confused Surzek further. Clearing her throat, Rias gave a light bow. I'm Rias Gremory, heiress to the Gremory clan. She introduces herself proudly, though Naruto could tell she doesn't like being called by it. Naruto could tell she doesn't want people to see her as her family name, but Rias itself, she just liked Konohamaru when he was younger. All she wanted was someone to acknowledge her as Rias and not Rias Gremory, the next heiress. Guess like he has a lot of work to do to help these people out. Giving her a thumb up, he introduces himself again. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, super awesome ninja, nice to meet you. Rias couldn't help but giggle at Naruto antic. Clearing his throat, Surzek continues explaining. You see, Naruto-kun, my family made a marriage contract for Rias and Riser before she was born. But my dear little sister doesn't want to marry him, so she challenges him into a rating game, or you could say a battle to determine her fate. As you can see, she lost the match. Surzek finished sadly, making Naruto angry but didn't let it show in the outside. Surzek-sama, what is the meaning of this? Riser demanded as his eyes narrowed. Riser-kun, the rating game was interesting to watch. However, against my little sister who was inexperienced and had half the pieces, it was a bit Surzek trail off. Do you complaints about the match? Riser scowled. Not at all, the rating game itself would become meaningless if I did. Besides, considering the circumstance involved this time, my old family would be dishonored. He explains causally. All I wanted is something flashy for my sister engagement party. This is where Naruto-kun comes into play. Raising an eyebrow, Naruto asks, and what do you mean by that? My request is simple really. I ask you if you're willing to fight Riser Phoenix. If you don't, I could let you off right away, but if you agree on the match, I will grant you any wishes you desire if you win. So what do you say? Surzek asks. That's outrageous, Surzek-sama. You want me to fight this trash of a human? Why would I lower myself to do that? Riser demanded as Surzek smirked at him. All I wanted to see is this shinobi versus the legendary immortal bird Phoenix. Surzek announced, making everyone cheers. Besides, it's your chance to dispose of him if you want. Surzek rally up Riser. It works as Riser smirked before giving a blown-out laughter. Yes, I like that. I'll have a match with him. So that's his game, huh? Very sneaky, I would say. Wanted to see my power first-handed. I'll play your game for now. Naruto thought before taking a glance at Rias, who doesn't look so happy. Of course she isn't. She's being forced into marry this jackass over here and she lost her chance of getting out the contract. Clearing his throat, Naruto spoke loudly. Before I make a decision, I want to ask Rias a question. He said as Surzek gave him a nod with a smile. Nodding his head in return, Naruto looked over at Rias, who looks confused and curious. Rias, I want to ask you a question. Can you answer it honestly? He said seriously, getting a nod from Rias. Of course, what's the question? She asks. Do you really want to marry Riser? He said, surprising her, and everyone except for some. She really doesn't want to marry Riser. She wants the freedom to marry the man she loves. But what could this human do? She really wants to say yes, but thinking as the heiress of the Gremory clan, she knows how benefited it is for this marriage. She was about to reply, but Naruto stops her, eyes hardened before speaking. Stop, I know what you're thinking and I don't want a forced answer. I want the real answer. Stop thinking as Rias Gremory, the heiress of the Gremory clan, and starting thinking about you, as Rias. He said softly. Rias was shocked to say the least, hear a human asking her, Rias, on how she feels, and not as the heir of the Gremory clan but the true Rias. This was the first time anyone see her as Rias, as herself, and it feels great. What are you saying, human? Of course she'll marry me. Rias is mine. This marriage will close the two households together, and increasing the Devil's Society's strength with my offspring. Riser smirked widely, flaring his arms out. Rias was about lash out on him but stopped when she and every devil in the room felt a massive pressure landing on their shoulder. The pressure was so great that Riser and everyone else fell down on their hands and knees, with Issei and Asia fainting from the overwhelming pressure. Akino was on her hand and knees as well, though if you look at her face closely you could see her breathing heavily with her cheeks reddened with a dazing look on her face. The end is strong in this one. Kaneko and Kiba are having a hard time not to lose consciousness. The ones that aren't affected were Surzek and Grafia, though you could see a single sweat on her face. Rias looked for the source of the pressure, and was surprised to see it was coming from Naruto, whose body was surrounded by an orange aura while Naruto glared deadly at the shaking Riser. You're a scum, you know that? The reason why you're marrying Rias was so you and your family can benefit from her power. While you were talking about Rias as if she was your objects that you own. Naruto snarled as his eyes briefly turned red before turning back to icy cold blue. People like you disgust me, thinking you're all high and mighty, while looking down on people because of their status. But not only that, you treat people like Rias as an object for your own amusement, and that's the thing that pisses me off. Rias is like everyone else in this room that has feeling. Yet she was forced into this stupid marriage just for the benefit of the clan? Lifting up the pressure, he turns to look at Surzek's smiling face with sparkles in his eyes. I have two wishes when I kick this scum ass, he said, pointing at the shaking Riser who's slowly standing up. First, I want you to cancel this pathetic marriage contract and let Rias live her life as she pleases. I know you have the power to do it. Nodding his head, Surzek said, Very well, I will tell mother and father if you win your match. He pauses for a second before continuing. And what would the second wish be? I want access to the devil history books and other supernatural faction history as well, Naruto said bluntly, as Surzek simple raised an eyebrow. And may I ask why you want those books and your reason for it? Surzek suspiciously asks. I have my own reason, though if you must know then I can see no harm done by telling you, but it has to be after my match and in private since I don't want people eavesdropping on us. Gesturing at the devils whose ears dropping on them. I see, then I accept your second request, Surzek said, getting uproar from the surround devils. Surzek-sama, you couldn't possibly let this human know about our history. He might use our weakness against us if he finds out our secret. A random devil shouted out, and other yells out in agreement. Before things get out of hand, Surzek put his hands up, silencing everyone. He already accepted my request. Who am I to decline his wishes when I said he could wish for anything? Surzek stated before his eyes narrowed. Or are you saying you don't trust my judgment? The devils shook there furiously. Good, now it's time for us to watch the battle against a human who call himself a ninja against a legendary bird, which will decide the fate of my little sister marriage life, Shinobi versus Phoenix. He announces, getting cheers around the room beside a few. Ha ha ha, this match will be over before it will even start. I'll burn him into ashes. Riser mocked at Naruto, who was staring at him with an bored expression. Let's get this over with, I have places to be. Naruto looked at Surzek, who gave him a nod. Well then, I will teleport you two to the arena for your match. May the best man win, he said as two magic seal appeared below them, as Riser vanished to the arena. Naruto was about to vanish as well before someone stopped Surzek. Nisama, please wait a minute, I need a few minutes with Naruto, since he will be fighting on my behalf. She reasoned with Surzek, as the demon lord just gave her a smile. Of course, take as much time you need. Giving her brother a bow, she grabs Naruto by the hand and dragged him off to the side where no one can hear them. Naruto and Rias. They both stood there in an uncomfortable silence. Having enough of the uneasy tension in the air, Naruto decided to speak up first. I gotta go fight that jackass, so I'll see you later, he said, nervously scratching his head. Wait, I want to know why, Rias said, getting a confused look from Naruto. Why what? He asks, getting sigh from Rias. Why did you wish for to cancel the marriage? It has nothing to do with you. It's not like I'm mad or anything, but rather I'm thrilled that I got another chance to cancel this marriage. I'm just curious on why would you do that? We don't know each other at all. Naruto just sighed a bit before looking straight in Rias' eyes as she met his stare. They both stare at each other for a second before Naruto spoke up. I had a friend who sprouted out nonsense about fate this and fate that. He said, thinking back in the Chunin exam when he faced Niji, may his soul enjoy his everlasting freedom. He believes fate was decided for people when they are born, and no matter what people do, they will never escape their destiny. He saw Rias, who was listening to his story, frown a bit. You used the word had, don't tell me he's dead. Rias gasped when she saw Naruto gave a sad smile. I am sorry, she apologized, to which Naruto waved it off. It's fine, he died protecting me and I'm really grateful, and I would live my life 2 times the fullest for his sake as well, Naruto said, getting a smile from Rias. Beside, he was about to break out of his cage and can finally fly freely. Naruto trailed off. That's a good way to put it. Please continue your story, Naruto-kun. There's nothing much to say, Rias, just that I fought Niji and convinced him that if a failure like me could change my destiny, then a genius like him can also. Someone cleared their throat, making both teenagers look up to see Grafia. Naruto-san, I suggest you meet Riser-sama in the arena. The nobles are growing impatient, she said, getting a nod from Naruto. Okay, I'll be right there, he said as Grafia nodded and walked back to her king, as Naruto looked back at Rias, who was frowning. I have to go and remove that 20-foot pole from his ass. Wait, are you sure you can win this? My future depends on this fight, I just don't to marry that bastard Riser, she said, feeling a hand on her head, to which it belonged to Naruto. Rias, I need you to trust me, even though we just met, I need you to believe in me to get you out of this contract. He smiles at her and Rias couldn't help but to trust him. For some reason his presence gave off an aura that tell her everything will be fine and let him take care of it, and to put her faith in this man hand. Well, I'm off, wish me luck, Rias, he said, walking towards Surzek and Grafia. I'll believe in you this time, so kick his ass, Naruto-kun, Rias shouted out to the retreating form of Naruto. A red magic seal appeared under him as Naruto turned around and gave Rias the nice guy's pose. Kicking ass is what I do best. Beside, hero always arrive in the last minute to save the princess. Naruto smirked before he vanishes to the arena. As a magical screen appear around the room showing Riser and Naruto standing across from each other. A hero, huh? Rias smiled, making her way to her peerage to watch the match together. It was time for the shinobi to face a phoenix. The first thing Naruto noticed was the arena was about the same size of the Chunin exam stadium back in Konoha. Across from him, Naruto saw Riser looking towards him with that smug smirk of his. The same smug smirk he saw throughout his life before he wipes it away with a Rasengan. How should I approach this? Naruto pondered and thought. You could always end him with your Rasen Shuriken or my Baijidama Kukukuku. Yep, I'd vote for the Baijidama Karama, suggests eagerly. Naruto just sweat dropped at his partner. No, that would show the devils our power. They might think of us as a threat and kill us on the spot, So we'll just have play with this jackass a bit kukukuku. Naruto sadistic smirks. So we're going to humiliate him in front of everybody? Kurama asks, though his answer was his host's smirk grew wider. Oh yeah, and I know the perfect way kukukuku. Alright, the match between the shinobi and the phoenix will commence if both sides are ready. Both fighters nodded their head. Well then let the match begins. Surzek announced as magical screen appear above them. This match is over. Prepare to die, human! Riser shouted, bringing out his flaming wings and charging at Naruto. Naruto for his part just reached for his ninja pouch behind his waist. Rumbling through his pouch he pulled out a book. But not just any book, it's his only and favorite book, Tales of a Gutsy Ninja, and began reading it, not paying attention to the incoming flaming chicken. With Rias and others. What's he doing? That bastard is heading straight for him, and he's reading a book, Issei shouted, pointing at the screen. Maybe he has a strategy up his sleeve. Kiba laughed nervously. Rias, this could be bad. Naruto isn't moving or showing any sign of defending, he'll die, and it's all over. Akino looked nervously at Rias, who looked calm and unfazed. Era, does Bucho trust Naruto that much for you to not be slightly worried? Your future depends on this match after all. Taking her gaze off the match, she looks at her peerage. I don't know, to be honest, but somehow after our talk I can't help but put my faith in him. She pauses before looking back at the screen as Riser getting closer to our blonde hero. I should be worried about this match, but yet I'm not. It's strange, isn't it? A stranger that crash out of nowhere and then fighting for my future. All I can do is watch and hope for the best. She finished, as the rest of the peerage was silent. Come on, you whisker bastard, kick that Yakitori ass, and save Bucho! Issei shouted out at the screen only to wince when Rias grabbed his ears. I hope you win, Naruto-kun, Rias thought. Back with Naruto. Riser was flying in fast, gathering his flames in his hands. Riser unleashes an enormous fireball towards Naruto, who's reading his book. Looking up from his book, Naruto deadpanned at the directly attack. Who the hell rush in, head first without knowing their enemy? Riser must be an idiot, or arrogant. Haha, you shouldn't be talking, you used to do that, hell you still rush in head first, idiot. Kurama snickered at his host. Shut up, Kurama. I rush in to test my enemy and prepare for the worst, not like this guy who's being arrogant with his power. Naruto pouted. Sensing the attack coming near, Naruto broke his connection with Kurama and looked up in time for the fireball to make contact. Ha ha ha, I told you, didn't I? You'll burn into ashes. Human trash, like you couldn't even match me. Riser Phoenix, bahahaha. Riser laughs, watches his flame consumes Naruto. Rias and the others. No, Rias muttered quietly. She just witnessed Riser attack hit Naruto directly. No one can come out of the flames unscratched or for some alive. She was about to give up hope, but her guts keep telling her it isn't over yet, so right now she doesn't know what to believe. Her eyes that just witnessed Riser burning Naruto, or her gut that's telling her it isn't over yet. Bucho, that bastard just killed that Naruto guy. We should leave now while everyone is distracted. Issei suggested, though he did feel bad for Naruto, but right now he has to help Rias escape from the party. I don't know. She replies, making her peerage looks at her surprise. Rias, you don't think Naruto survived that attack, do you? For us devils the attack would injure us, but for a human, he couldn't have survived that blast. Akino said. Rias was about to reply, but a familiar voice beat her to it. Haha, don't underestimate Naruto-kun. Surzek walks up to Rias and her peerage with Grafia right behind him. What do you mean, Lucifer-sama? Kiba questioned, but Surzek just merely smiled at them. I wouldn't have picked him if he wasn't strong. Just cause he's human, you shouldn't underestimate him, especially Naruto-kun. What's so special about Naruto-kun and I-sama? Rias asked. For a human his power is powerful. If I would have taken a wild guess, his skill and power alone could take on an ultimate class devil, but if he tapped into the other power source in him, I have no doubt in my mind he could take me on in my true form and comes up on top, Surzek said serious, surprising everyone. Wait, you're telling me this guy has the power to fight a Satan and might actually win? Issei asked and got a nod from Surzek. So he's basically a godlike human. Yes, Issei-kun, but not just a Satan he could take on, but perhaps gods from different pantheons as well. Surzek replied, shocking everyone around him. Nisama, could he be a demigod? We did feel traces of holy power coming off him when he landed here? Rias asks. No, he's 100% human from the aura he's giving off. Chakra. Everyone turned to look at Kaneko in surprise. He has chakra. How do you know this, Kaneko-chan? Kiba asked. I can feel it. His chakra is heavy and it feels warm. She muttered the last part to herself, but the other caught it with their enhanced hearing. A human that could use chakra, interesting. Surzek ponder on that. Bucho San, look. Asia pointed at the screen. Back with Naruto. Ha ha ha, it's over. Riser laughs, though he was confused when no one's announced his winning yet. Don't turn around. A voice said behind him. Not heeding the warning, Riser turned around and got his face smacked with something hard, causing him to fly and crashes into the arena wall. Picking himself off the wall, Riser looks up to see Naruto standing where he was, reading his book with an bored expression. I told you not to turn around, but did you listen to me? No, so you got bitch slapped with my awesome book. Naruto calmly replied, though in his head he was laughing his ass off. You! How could you survive my flames? You should have been burned into ashes. Riser shot back up on his feet with an enraged expression on his face. Raising a single eyebrow, Naruto just pointed where the flames were as a burnt log lay on the ground. You didn't burn me, you burnt a log. Congrats though, we established that you can't aim kukuku. Naruto mocked Riser, whose face was red from rage before his whole body was covered in flames. You dare mock me? A high-class noble, die and know your place, trash. Riser shouted and fired multiple fireballs towards Naruto, who easily dodged the incoming fireball while reading his book with the same bored expression on his face, which pissed Riser to no end. Die, 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 die. Riser saw red. How dare this human look at him with that look on his face, him a high-class devil, unforgivable. Riser continuously firing his fireballs at Naruto. The smoke rising where Naruto used to stand, covering the area where Riser attack hits. Riser was panting a bit. He never used so much power before and his mind couldn't register the amount he has used up. Ha ha ha, serve you right, human, Riser said in between breath, and he watches the smoke clear up. But was shocked when he was expecting Naruto to be on the ground burnt and dead, but found another log in his place. What? Where is he? Show yourself! Riser yells out. Lesson number 1: Never let your enemy get behind you, a voice said behind Riser, who turned around but was too late as he saw Naruto crouching on the ground with his index and middle fingers pressed together in tiger hand seal. His eyes were closed as any ominous energy coming off of him. His eyes snapped open and his face was shadowed, and his eyes have stars in them. Ninpo, Konohagakure secret finger jutsu, 1,000 years of death. With a mighty roar that shook the heavens itself, Naruto shoved his chakra-enhanced fingers right into Riser's ass as time stopped around them. Riser's face went from rage into horror, then pain and pleasure, before Riser sailed across the arena with a bloody scream that was heard throughout the underworld. Naruto World. Kakashi was sitting behind his desk in the Hokage Tower giggling while reading his orange book. He stopped and got up and walked towards the window that shows Konohagakure, shedding a single tear. I don't understand, but I'm proud of you, Naruto, Kakashi said before resume reading his Ika book. Rias and the others. Silence. No one said anything when Naruto shoved his finger up Riser's ass. Bwahahaha, except for Issei, who was laughing his ass off, following by others. He shoved his finger up Riser's ass, haha. Issei cried, laughing. Kukukuku, that was unexpected, though I wonder if he's willing to try it on me, Akino said, making Rias shake her head at her queen nature. No, Akino, I forbid you for asking him that. That could be a deadly technique for all we know, Rias said firmly. Era, it may seem that way, or do you want him doing that to you only? Akino teased her kings. Rias just huffed and turned back to watch the match, though you could see a hint of red on her cheeks. Era. Naruto and Riser. I made you proud, Kakashi-sensei. It feels good when someone else received it beside me. Naruto shed a single tear of where Riser landed. He could see Riser shakily standing up holding his ass. How should I embarrass him further? I'll wing it. Why how dare you do that to me? I'll kill you. I'll fucking piss on your ashes when I'm done. Riser shouted, though he still's a bit shacking up from the last attack. Oh, stop lying. I know you like something up your ass, so don't try to covering it up, Naruto shouted back. Riser didn't reply. He yells out in rage and fly towards Naruto. He didn't get far when he felt pain at his stomach before flying back from the punch. Trying to maneuver himself in midair, he saw another Naruto above him that deliver an axe kick to his chest, making his body fly to the ground with the Naruto clone falling behind. Another clone poof up in existence on the ground before jumping up at Riser. With Riser between both clones, the clones created a Rasengan for each of them and deliver it in Riser's stomach and back. Rasengan, both clones called, drilling their Rasengan in Riser, causing him to scream out in pain as his body crashed at the ground. Standing in front of Riser, Naruto and his 3 clones looked down at Riser, who once again stood up as his wound starting to heal him. Ha ha, you can't hurt me, I'm a phoenix. Our family has the power of the legendary bird. We're immortal. Riser rose again, laughing at Naruto. So, you're telling me that physical wounds would just heal up? Naruto asks. That's right, we are immortals, nothing can kill us, Riser boasted, as Naruto and his clones looked at each other before facing Riser, with each of them having a shit-eating grin on their faces. So, you Phoenix body are immortal, one of Naruto's clones said. But mentally you're not, so another one of his clone trailed off, making Riser pale. When Naruto started a Raisin Shuriken in his hand, he could feel enormous energy coming from it with a trace of holy power. Wait, don't you understand that this marriage is important to us devils in the future? A human like you who having nothing to do with us shouldn't interfere in our affair. Riser tried to reason with Naruto. I don't give a shit about the whole devil's race shit, Riser. Marriage isn't supposed to be for the benefit of anything beside the happiness between the people that fell in love with each other. If you and the other devils couldn't understand, then I'll make you. Raisin Shuriken. Naruto threw the Raisin Shuriken at the screaming Riser. As the Raisin Shuriken made contact with Riser, the orb expanded up to 40-meter radius, showing a windy dome reaching the top of the arena. That's stronger than I thought it would be, Naruto thought as the dome disappeared, leaving a 40-meter crater with Riser laying in the middle, all bloody with multiple scratches on him. Yep, stronger than before. Riser Phoenix is unable to battle. The winner is Naruto Uzumaki the Shinobi. Surzik announces as two magic seal appear underneath both Riser and him before flashing the two away. Unknown location. A shadowy figure could be seen sitting on a throne as the room was dark as night, and behind the throne was a large glass window as the moon was covered by the clouds. So my sister really did bring him here after all, the figure said, watching the match between Riser and Naruto. Not surprising, those foolish devils couldn't match against him anyway. He replays the match over again, and again, until he paused it, showing Naruto's face, making the figure sneer. I will make him pay. I will make you fall in depth of darkness for stealing her attention away from me. Why would she be interested in you, a mere mortal, over me? I will make them pay. I will kill you and my other foolish brother, and I would be with her forever, and become the ruler of the heavens, the figure said before firing a silver magic blast at the screen, causing it to shatter. Kukuku, it's fatal, my dear sister. I have once again awoken from my slumber. The whole world will fall in the pit of darkness, and we could be together at last, my Amaterasu. The figure laughed heartily as the moon peeked out from behind the clouds, shining down in the room. Slowly but surely, the light from the moon reveals the figure sitting on the throne. The figure turns out to be a handsome man in his mid-20s, with smooth long silver hair reaching down his back, with the both sides of his bangs reach to his shoulder, and several bangs cover his forehead. His face is calm, as his red eyes glow in the darkness. He's currently wearing a military-style uniform, which consists of a silver ankle-length overcoat with gold trimmings on the chest, sleeve, cuffs, and neckguard. He wears silver trousers, with knee-length black buckled boots and white gloves. His uniform has a mall half-mantle hanging off his shoulder emblazoned with a moon crescent. 07 Ghost Ayanami military uniform, but in silver. Behind him stood one of the three great spear Tambujiri, also known as the dragonfly cutting spear. The spear is white double-edged spear. One of the spearhead has long leaf-shaped blade that is meant for thrusting, while the other hand of spear is shaped as a moon crescent with the both side of the metal meant for cutting, though the old thing about it is the dark aura surrounding it. On the bottom of the throne lay a sleeping silver kitsune, but the mostly noticeable thing about it was its 9 tails waving around lazily. It's almost time to put my plan into action, isn't that right, Mitsuki? Tsukuyumi asks the silver kitsune on the bottom, who just yawned and opens its eyes, showing a pair of glowing slit blue eyes. I don't care. As long I'm the strongest QB alive, I don't care what you do, Suki. The now silver QB named Mitsuki yawned before looking where the magic screen uses to be. As long you promise me strength, our deal stays. I wouldn't lose to anyone, not to that fake QB inside that boy body, and especially not losing to her. Mitsuki snarled at the end of the sentence. Tsukuyumi just smiled, not a pleasant smile, but a sinister one. But of course, my plan will soon come into play. Let's us test our enemy, shall we? Ha 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 ha. Suki laughed as the moon lit the entire room and in front of his throne, showing hundreds of Oni, of different shapes and sizes, kneeling before him. All hail Tsukuyumi-sama. The Oni cheers. Ballroom. The first thing Naruto noticed when he appears back in the ballroom was silence. He looked around and saw the other devils became wary of him. Though he could see Rias and her group was happy along with Surzik, Grafia just gave a small smile. I'm back? He scratches his head sheepishly, though his instinct kicked in and caught an incoming red-head princess. Whoa, Rias, what's up? He asked. And nothing, I'm just happy that I'm out of the marriage contract. Thanks to you, she smiled happily, causing Naruto to scratch his cheeks nervously with a slight blush when he felt her breast pressing on his chest. Though he did feel a lot of negative emotion aiming at him, Looking around, he saw a brown-haired boy crying while glaring at him with a blonde-haired girl comforting him. Weird, he thought before looking down at Rias. Rias, can you let go of me? I have to talk to your brother. Naruto said, though she let go of her hug but latched onto his arm and escorted him to her brother. Her breast, damn it, Ero-senin must be laughing his ass off now. I know I am right now, Bawahaha. Kurama laughs. His host always finds himself in this kind of situation. What are next, another god and a QB? Shut up. We have to explain to Rias' brother about our situation. Naruto thought, getting a nod from Kurama. You're right, we have to meet up with Amaterasu at Kyoto soon. Naruto was about to reply back but was interrupted when he felt Rias tug on his arm. Looking down, he saw her looking at him a little annoyed. Raising an eyebrow from her expression, Naruto said, sorry Rias, I was deep in thought. Causing her to pout. I said, why do you need to talk to Inai-sama for? Rias asked, making Naruto think if he should tell her or not. I can't tell you because it's very important, and it's better if only the Satans knows so chaos won't spread around. Naruto said, he shivered when he saw her glaring at him. Why are you angry for? He asks, only for Rias to huff and turn her head away from him. Is this girl bipolar or something? She keeps changing her mood. Naruto-kun, I would like to congrats you on your win against Riser. Surzek congrats Naruto. Thanks, but we need to talk in private, it's really important. Naruto said. Surzek simply smiled and lead the way with Grafia following behind. Naruto was about to follow him, but a tight grip held him back. Looking down, he saw Rias still holding onto him. Rias, I need to go. Can you please let go of my arm? Only if we can talk in private after your meeting with my brother. She stated, getting a nod from Naruto. Good, I'll be waiting, Naruto-kun. She whispered the last part in Naruto's ear, making him shiver. Walking away, Naruto couldn't help but stare at Rias' retreating ass as it swayed left and right. D-damn, pull yourself together, Naruto, you have an important mission, it's not the time to think like that. Naruto smacked himself on the face repeatedly before headed to Surzek and Grafia. Nonsense, I say we take her to an empty room and rock her devil world, Kukuku. Kurama suggested between giggles, making Naruto bright red. Shut up, you Arrow Fox T, that's, ugh, stop showing me pictures of it. Naruto mentally yelled as steam poured out of his ears. Naruto-kun, are you alright? Surzek asked, worried, when he saw Naruto's face turn bright red with steam coming off of him. Why, yeah, I just have a headache. Naruto waved off his worry, though he did chuckle when he heard Kurama roar about being called a headache. Okay, if you say so, so what do you need to talk about? He asked, as Naruto started to become serious. First, I would like to say I'm from a whole different world where we human have chakra, he said, surprising the two. Second, I've come here because I was asked by the Shinto gods to find a rogue Shinto god by the name of Tsukuyumi and to help stop the danger that's about to happen here in this world. Naruto explaining, shocking the two. What do you mean great danger, Naruto-san? Grafia asks. Please no, San, just call me Naruto, and I don't know, but I have to meet with Amaterasu in Kyoto to find out what it is. Naruto said, shocking the two again. Lady Amaterasu, then it must be serious if she's and the Shinto gods are worried about it then. Surzek said. You know Amaterasu? Naruto asked, getting a shaking head for an answer. No, I don't know her. The Shinto gods are neutral in the world affair, and wouldn't show themselves to the other supernatural being unless they are forced to or if someone trespassed in their territory. Lady Amaterasu let us devils occupy some territories in Japan where my sister and other devils reside in. The Shintos even let other faction move in their territories as in fallen angels and angels with some condition, of course. Surzek explained, causing Naruto to raise an eyebrow with this new information. What kind of condition did she make then? I can't remember some of them, but I remember one though. On one condition was not to destroy or enter any Shinto shrines without permission, though of course one has to break the rules. Surzek shivered at the memories long time ago. Who broken the rules then? Naruto asked curiously, when he saw Surzek shiver. He was Indra, kings of the gods and lord of heaven in Hindu mythology. I don't know the full story, you have to ask Lady Amaterasu, but I heard that Indra barged into Japan and challenged Lady Amaterasu for the title ruler of the heavens, though Amaterasu just ignored him. Anger from being ignored, Indra killed one of Amaterasu's shrine maiden. When Amaterasu got words of it, she was furious. She came down from Takamajihara, plane of the high heaven, and well, let's just say every god from different pantheons acknowledged Lady Amaterasu as the ruler of the heaven. Surzek explained sheepishly. What happened to Indra? He's still alive and still rule over the Hindu mythology, but he refused to tell us anything and threatened anyone who would bring it up. Naruto just pouted, he didn't get to hear what happened in the fight. So tell me, Naruto-kun, what other reason are you here for? Surzek asks, surprising Naruto a bit. You see, the world where I came from was a war-torn world. Where war is continuously, the never-ending cycle of hatred keeps growing and the peace is impossible. You see, my dreams was to achieve the impossible peace. It wasn't my dream at first but my sensei dream. Before he died in the hand of his former student he entrusted me his dream, and before I knew it, I too seek true peace. Naruto sighed before continuing. To people who said peace is impossible, they haven't truly walked down the path like I have. Walking down the path of peace I lost some of my precious people along the way. People sacrificed themselves for me to end the cycle hatred, and to honor their death I couldn't waver. Even if I did, I know my friends will stir me back into the right path. The bonds is the answer to ending the cycle of hatred. If everyone could forge the bonds between one and other we could understand each other feeling. Naruto looked at Surzek in the eyes. You asked me the other reason why I'm here, right? Surzek merely nodded, waiting for an answer. That's simple, I'm here to help end the cycle of hatred in this world and replace it with the impossible peace. I'm sure one day the three fractions would end their hatred with one another and start working together on facing a common enemy. And maybe, just maybe, along the way bonds could be forged between the three fractions. Naruto said seriously, and Surzek could see it in his eyes, a veteran warrior who went through a lot in life, someone who never gave up on his belief and pushed himself until he collapsed, and then later stand right back up. He could see it in this human. No, Naruto Uzumaki really did achieve peace in his world, and if what he said is true he could also achieve peace in this world also. Surzek began to chuckle a little bit, surprising Grafia and Naruto. Surzek-sama, is something funny? Grafia asks. She was truly touched by Naruto's words right now. A child so young went through a lot just for the people around him could achieve happiness. Seeing the both of them looking at him, Surzek composed himself. No, nothing funny, though Naruto-kun, your words truly touch me. Surzek said, making Naruto scratch the back of his head sheepishly. Like you, I too want peace for my devils. I don't want to see my son or sister to go through what Grafia and I had in the Devil's Civil War. I want my people to move into the next era where we devils could live in peace and not go back to the old ways. So Naruto Uzumaki, I, Surzek Lucifer, felt touched at your speech and would like you to know you have my full support in the matter. Surzek's smile widened when he saw not only Naruto but Grafia mouth drop with eyes widen on what they just heard. So you're telling me, Naruto trail off before Surzek continues for him. That's right, we devils got your back if the danger comes. I will discuss this with the other Satans, but I know they will agree with me. Surzek chuckled when he saw Naruto jump around in joy. Surzek-sama, do you think it's wise for us devils to get involved with the Shintos and with Naruto? Grafia asks, but Surzek just smiled at her. The Shinto doesn't have any reason to be in this world since they are the only pantheons that has influence in many other worlds. For them to come here and brought their champion along means something big going to happening, and I have a bad feeling that my Riatan and her peerage would be involved in it. Beside this, Naruto will play a huge role in this world. I see, Grafia said, as the two noticed Naruto walking up to them. So, can I study your history books now since I need a better grasp in this world? Naruto asked, getting a chuckle from Surzek. Of course, follow me. As the ruler of the underworld I have access to various kind of books, you can help yourself. Surzek activated a magic seal beneath the three of them. We're headed off a good start. I got to kick a prick ass, and now I have devils for ally. Naruto thought. True, but I feel like the hard part is just beginning, Kurama said, as Naruto nodded. Then let's show the world what we're made of, partner. Road trip to Kyoto. Ugh, need space, too many people wait, is this guy drooling on my shoulder? Our blonde hero thought as we find him currently on a train heading to Kyoto. Sitting to his right was a man in his mid-40s with a business suit reading a newspaper, while on his left we find a fat man drooling on his shoulder with a half-eating sandwich in the guy's hand. I'll kill this bastard. I swear to God, I'll make his death look like an accident. Kukuku, look like you're having fun. Kurama comment, earning him a glare from Naruto as he enters his mindscape. Fuck you. The freaking train is crowded and a guy drooling on my shoulder with a half-eaten sandwich in his hand. Having fun is the last thing I'm experiencing. Naruto snap, as Kurama just laughed at his host's misfortunate. It never gets bored with you, Naruto. Kind of glad that I stay with you. Naruto perks up hearing this. I love you too, buddy. Naruto said. Kurama just rolled his eyes but didn't say anything. Nothing interesting happening, so I'm going back to sleep. Wake me up when something happens, Kurama said. Sure thing, Kurama. Kurama lied down and closed his eyes as he drifted to sleep, as Naruto left his mindscape. Returning to reality, Naruto watched the scenario out of the window as the train passed by it. It has only been a day since he enters this world, and he already stick his nose on devil affairs, got new friends, and got the devils as an ally and learning about the history of every religions and beings in this world. He wants to fight some gods, or better yet he want to meet Great Red. Little be known about Naruto. As a person who followed the path of peace, doesn't mean he wasn't looking for a good fight. Though he isn't stupid enough to fight someone or something that he has no chance of winning, he still fight them anyway. Last night in the underworld where Surzek brought him to his personal library, Naruto paled at the size of it. It was at least 2 times the size of Konoha Library. Though with the use of shadow clones, Naruto was able to obtain all the information in one night, though the headache didn't help one bit after. With the information he had gathered, the energy coming from the brown-haired boy left hand was a scared gear. Apparently the biblical god created them to enact miracles for human. He also created Longinus, which are able to destroy gods. Upon reading this, Naruto frowned at it. True, it's useful if the supernatural are out of control and human needs something to protect themselves with. But what happens if those scared gear or Longinus falls into the wrong hand? Shaking his head from that thought, Naruto thought about Kyoto. Kyoto is ruled by Yasaka Kyubi and leader of the Kyoto Yukai faction. Learning about it made Naruto and Kurama wonder how many Kyubi was in this world. Since Kyoto is ruled by the Yukai, Surzek couldn't teleport him there, so Grafia helped him catch a train instead. Reaching into his pocket, Naruto pulls out a piece of paper, and on it was a magic seal that Surzek gave to him this morning. Flashback. It was 6 in the morning and Naruto has stayed over last night in the Lucifer Castle. Naruto is currently having a hangover from the knowledge he had learned the night before. Rubbing his temple, Naruto winced when he heard his name being called. Good morning, Naruto-kun, I hope you slept well last night, Surzek cheerfully said, walking down the stair with his wife Grafia behind him. Yeah, it was good beside the headache, Naruto muttered. Do you require any medicine for your headache, Naruto? Grafia asked, only for Naruto to wave her off. It will go away, to many knowledge I've learned last night. Getting a nod from the two since he told them the shadow clone ability. Surzek, you said you'll help me get to Kyoto somehow. How exactly am I getting there? By train, of course. Surzek beamed and Naruto deadpanned. Grafia going to help you get to the train station that lead to Kyoto in the human world, and all you need to do is ride the train there, and since Lady Amaterasu is there, the Yukai faction will welcome you. Thinking it over, it was the fastest way there. He could travel there, but he doesn't know where it is, and to Naruto's embarrassment, he couldn't read a map right. It will take at least 2 hours ride with a single stop to get to Kyoto by train, but giving Naruto a map to Kyoto will take a day or so. The diplomacy mission to the land of flower that Naruto finished before coming here supposed to take 2 days to get there from Konohagakure, but Naruto took 3.5 days. No one knows about this, since Naruto didn't tell anyone. Yeah, that's fine, Naruto muttered. Well then, we should be off. Surzek-sama, I will be back in a few minutes. Please don't do anything that you aren't supposed to do or I'll have to punish you. Grafia warned, causing not only Surzek to shiver but Naruto as well. Do I make myself clear? Aye, ma'am. Surzek and Naruto stutter out. Let us be on our way, Naruto, Grafia said as she prepares a teleportation seal under her. Naruto about to walk towards her, but a hand gripped his shoulder, making him turn around to see Surzek smiling at him while holding out a piece of people. Here, Naruto-kun, take this. Surzek handed Naruto the paper. This paper can be used to teleport to me if you ever needed it. Thanks, Surzek. Naruto smiled at him while the both of them give each other a bro hug. No problem, replied Surzek as his face turns from joyful to seriousness. Can I ask you a favor, Naruto-kun? Yes, sure. What do you need? It's about my sister and her peerage. You see, as you said, a great danger will be upon us. All I'm asking is for you to protect my sister and her peerage if that time comes. Surzek said, getting Naruto to nod his head since he likes spending time with Rias. I'll protect them with my life. That's a promise of a lifetime, Databeo. Naruto said, but I will not fight their battle. If they want to grow stronger, like Rias wants, they will have to face the danger themselves. Surzek just smiled and brought his hand out. Looking at his hand, Naruto smiled and brought his hand out as well, grabbing each other's hand in firm grip. They just smile at each other. No more word are need to be said between the two. Letting go of his hand first, Naruto walks over to Grafia, who was waiting patiently for him. Standing beside her, he gave Surzek a nod, to which he got one in return before Grafia and him teleported away. Flashback end. Smiling at the memory this morning, Naruto couldn't but smile. He's been here under 24 hours and he already forges some bonds. The first bond Naruto forged was none other than Surzek himself. Naruto noticed Surzek has a laid-back personality. Naruto can tell Surzek also caring towards others and prefer to talk over fighting. Naruto also noticed that Surzek is also a siscon since he shows Naruto Rias baby pictures. Closing his eyes, he let out a soft chuckle. The other bonds Naruto had created that night was Surzek's little sister Rias Gremory. Naruto find Rias confusing and beautiful. Confusing because she would be happy and joyful, then when he say something she would look angry or ignore him for 5 minutes before resume talking to him. He doesn't know if it Rias or a girl then. To Naruto, he likes her crimson hair. Sure, Surzek has the same hair, but he's a guy. He wouldn't tell a guy that he has beautiful crimson hair. That's plain creepy. But her crimson hair was indeed beautiful. Now he understand why his father loves his mother red hair so much. It's in the genes. The other thing he likes about Rias is her personality. She's kind, soft, loyal, and caring when she talks about her peerage. She acts mature like proper lady, but sometimes she will act her age when she became frustrated. Chuckling nervously, he remembers when Rias and him had to escape the devil army from Lilith, the capital city of the Satan territory, after a certain incident that Naruto found himself in. The growing bonds of Naruto and Rias started when Rias barged into her brother library room where Naruto and his clones grew up in. Flashback. Naruto and his clones are currently reading through the books in the library, but something keeping bugging him for a while now. He can't remember it, but he's supposed to do something after his conversation with Surzek. I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember. Now what was I supposed to do? He was cut off by the door from the entrance was Annihilate, and standing in the entrance was none other than Rias, who looks very angry. Now I remember what I was supposed to do. Oh crap, she looks angry. Damn right I'm angry, you stood me up, Rias said, getting a few chuckle from the Naruto clones. Rias looked around the room for the first time, and she saw at least 20 Narutos reading a different kind of book. So I take it making clones of yourself are one of your abilities? Yep, these guys are my shadow clones. They are solid, and whenever the clones learn will transfer back to me when they dispel. Neat, isn't? Naruto grinned at Rias, who looked impressed by his abilities. So Rias, since you're here and all, what do you want to talk about? He asks nervously. The last things he wants to face are female wrath. Very, she replied before glaring at Naruto, walking up to him since he's the original who's been talking to her. Naruto started to sweat when Rias was in front of him. She grabbed his arm and dragged him out of the room. Yes, we need to talk, Naruto-kun, while we walk, she said, getting shrugged from Naruto. Okay, hold on, he said as he turns his head back to his clone. Make sure to read every single book about this world, he shouted back, getting groans around the room. Leaving the library, Naruto and Rias are walking down the Lucifer Castle hallway with Rias clutching on his arm between her buxom, causing Naruto to look straight with a blush. Rias, can you let go of my arm? No, this is your punishment for not meeting up with me after my brother conversation. Besides, are you saying you're not comfortable, Naruto-kun? She whispers softly in his ear, making Naruto's face brighten, while Rias rubs his arm between her. And no, it feels nice. I don't mind, Naruto stuttered, as he could hear Kurama laughing in his head. Good, now shall we get down to business, Naruto-kun? Rias asked, getting a nod from Naruto. The first thing is that I want to thank you again for saving me from marrying to Riser. She smiles brightly at Naruto, who sheepishly rubbed his head. No problem, Rias. I already told you I can't stand around doing nothing when someone needs my help, he replies, getting a smile from Rias. You truly are kind, Naruto-kun, but I came to offer you something, she said as they both stop in the middle of a garden somehow. Naruto-kun, I would like you to join my peerage. She looks into eyes, which were wide. Naruto for his part was surprised. Rias offered him to be in her peerage, which will turn him into a devil. He read about the evil peace system. They were created by Ajuka Beelzebub, one of the 4 Satans. The peace can turn human into devils and make them become servant for their king. It also helped repopulate the devil race. Naruto could understand that, but becoming a servant? No one owned Naruto Uzumaki. Though looking at the pro and con of becoming a devil, he could see it benefit him by giving him extra strength and speed, well, depend on his peace, of course. But the con is his weakness against holy power. If he faces angels or fallen angel, they already know his weakness. Plus, he's already stronger than any other devil, so becoming one won't change much but give him wings, long lifespan, and a weakness that every fraction knows about. Making up his decision, he looks at Rias. Thank you, Rias, I appreciate your offer, he said, as Rias brightened up, but Naruto put his hand up. But I have to decline it. His last sentence surprised and saddened Rias. I'm sorry, I don't hate devils or anything, but becoming one won't benefit me at all. I'm already stronger than a rook, faster than a knight, and I'm more powerful than a king or a queen. Naruto grinned, thumping his chest. It's fine, it was worth a shot though. Rias smiled sadly, but blinked in surprise when a hand patted her head. Like I said, I have no interest in becoming a devil doesn't mean I couldn't be your friends, right? If you need me, just contact me and I'll come, Naruto said to Rias. Smiling a bit, Rias gave Naruto the stare which scared Naruto for a second before her eyes softened. I can live with that, but that doesn't mean I'll stop persuading you, Naruto-kun. Rias lightly punched Naruto's arm, making him chuckle. You can try, but I won't give in. He stuck his tongue out with Rias doing the same as the two laughs together. Now then, since we're friends, let's get to know each other, for instance, likes, dislikes, hobbies, and dreams. He said, getting Rias to nod her head. Alright, why don't you start off, Rias? Alright, my likes are. Flashback end. Smiling at the memories, Naruto noticed the train came to a stop in a station before reaching Kyoto. Watching as the people started to pile out, Naruto noticed the fat man still sleeping on him. Having enough of this, he suddenly stood up and walked out of the train, leaving a sleeping man lying across the seat. Ah, it feels good to finally have some space. Walking around aimlessly, he has about 10 minutes until the train starting to depart to Kyoto, giving Naruto enough time to stretch his limbs. Walking for a while, Naruto found himself in a field surrounded by trees since the train station is on the countryside. Making his way to the middle of the field, Naruto looked around the trees. Come out, there's no point in hiding, I sense you since I got off the train. He shouted. Not even a minute later, Naruto found himself surrounded by Onis, at least 10 of them. Naruto noticed the Oni around him are at least 2 feet taller than him, looking like an ogre with sharp-ass claws, wild hair and 2 long horns growing from their heads. They are all humanoid, wearing tiger skin loincloths and wielding a kanabo. What caught Naruto's eyes are 2 of the Oni are taller than the rest, at least foot taller than the others. One of them has the skin color of silver with a kanji jin, silver, on his forehead, while the other has the skin color of golden with a kanji kin, gold, on his forehead as well. Look who we have here, boys, if it isn't the blonde kid Tsukuyomi-sama mentioned us about. Isn't that right, Jintoki? The golden skin Oni asked. Haha, you're right, Kintoki, he's the one, alright. The silver skin Oni named Jintoki laughed with the rest of the Oni. So you guys working for Tsukuyomi, huh? That's perfect, take me to your leader. Naruto demanded, getting the Oni around him laughs louder. Stupid boy, our boss doesn't want to see you, he wants you dead. Kintoki smirked as the rest of the Oni start closing in on him. TCH, worth a shot. Sorry, I would like to play with you guys, but I have to meet someone in Kyoto, so I won't be going easy on you. Naruto's eyes narrow as he cracked his knuckles. Get him! Jintoki and Kintoki shouted as all of them start charging at Naruto beside the Kin and Jin brothers. To slow, Naruto muttered before dashing to the closest one while pulling 2 kunais out. The Oni raised the kanabo above his head and brought it down at Naruto, expect him to crush it. Naruto could see the swing from a mile away, so he effortlessly dodged it, and jumped in front of the Oni, and brought both arms down intended to slash the Oni. But to his surprise, his kunais broke on contact against the skin. Avoiding a hand that tries to catch him, Naruto kicked the Oni chest, making it stumble back while doing a backflip in midair before landing on the ground. These guys are way too slow, even civilian back home can outrun these guys. But their skins are hard, since their bodies aren't meant for speed. I'll say they made up for it from strength and durability. I'll hold out on Sage mode for now since my strength could match theirs. Guess I'll find a different approach. Naruto was interrupted when he was forced to dive away from 3 kanabo aiming for his back. Looking up, he saw 3 new Oni in front of him and a huge crater under them where he used to stand. Looking around his surrounded, he finds 3 Oni in front of him with the 4th one charging at him from behind. With the other 4 Oni making their way over to aid these guys, and the Jin and Kin brothers are just watching. Coming up with a strategy, Naruto put his hand into a familiar hand sign. Kege Bunshin no Jutsu. 8 clones pop up behind Naruto. Knowing their role, the clones went to do their jobs. 3 clones will fend off the 3 Oni in front of him, while the other 4 will stall or kill the last 4. The last clone ran towards the forest, leaving Naruto with the one who's still charging behind him. Turning to face his opponent, Naruto decided to end this fast. Pulling out another set of kunais, Naruto applied wind chakra into them, making the kunais into a wind short sword. Dashing toward the Oni, Naruto dodged another slow swing from the kanabo. Naruto dashed for the Oni legs before slicing both of his knees, making the Oni grimace in pain as he kneeled forward since he couldn't feel his legs. Trying to stand up, the Oni looks up and saw Naruto standing in front of him with his wind-enhanced kunai cocked back behind him ready for the stab. Sorry, but I'm in a hurry, no hard feelings. Naruto said, thrusting his kunai forward as the wind around it pieces the Oni head, killing it with a single blow. Pulling the winded kunai out, Naruto got the memories of his clones. After killing the other 8 Onis, his clones tried to kill the Jin and Kin brothers, but was killed instantly. Guess like those 2 are better fighter than these guys. Sensing something shooting straight at him, Naruto jumped away from his spot, right on time too, since where he used to stand was crushed and a crater took its place. When the smoke soon let up, a large kanabo was in the center. Ho ho ho, you're pretty good human, for defeating our men and dodging my kanabo, Jintoki said as he and his brother Kintoki walks in the middle of the crater picking up his kanabo. But you can't beat us, we're the strongest, haha. Jintoki gloated. Enough, Jintoki, Tsukuyomi-sama warns us about his abilities, we have to kill him quickly. Kintoki said, but Jintoki didn't pay attention as he just rushes ahead. Ah crap, I got 5 minutes left before the train depart, come on you bastard bring it. Naruto prepare his wind-enhanced kunais in both hand and rush at Jintoki. The silver Oni brought his kanabo down at Naruto who just sidestepped out of the way and was about to stab him, but Jintoki didn't fall for the same move like his men did so with fast reflexes. Jintoki swung his kanabo from the ground and aiming at Naruto temple. Out of instincts Naruto maneuver his body to take less damage. With both arms crossed over his chest Jintoki kanabo hit Naruto arms causing Naruto flying across the field where Kintoki was waiting for him with his kanabo raised above his head. Die human! Both Jintoki and Kintoki shouted together, as Kintoki brought his kanabo smashing Naruto down on the ground, causing a 5-meter crater to appear as smoke filled the area. Good job brother, Tsukuyomi-sama will reward us greatly when we tell him we killed the human. Jintoki patted his brother in the shoulder. The two was about to leave but Kintoki was having trouble pulling his kanabo from the smoky crater. What's wrong brother, having trouble? My kanabo got stuck, help me out will you? Kintoki asked, as Jintoki moved to help his brother as the two tried to pull the kanabo out. You know, that attack might have put me in a coma for months if it hit my directly database. A voice said inside the smoke surprising the two. Suddenly a wind-enhanced kunai came out of the smoke and pierced through Kintoki's right shoulder leaving a hole behind. The sudden attack made Kintoki let go of his kanabo, with Jintoki rushing to his brother. Brother, are you alright? Jintoki asked his brother, as Kintoki grimaced in pain. Of course not, I got a hole through my shoulder. Kintoki yells. The two brothers heard footsteps coming closer from the crater. Soon they saw a silhouette walking out of the smoke showing Naruto standing there unscratched, holding the kanabo in one hand. But the noticeable thing about him was his yellow toad-like iris with orange pigmentation around his eyes. How did you survive? No one should survive that hit. Meh, I still wouldn't die from that hit anyway. But if you must know this is my sage mode. Naruto said. Sage? Who cares, give me back my kanabo, human! Kintoki shouted out, getting Naruto to raise an eyebrow before looking at the weapon in his hand, before crushing it in half with one hand shocking the two. Oops sorry, like I said I need to get going, so this will be over in a flash. With that said Naruto dashed forward to the brothers in high speed, leaving a crater behind. Naruto was soon upon them, and Jintoki swing his kanabo at Naruto head, while Kintoki aim a punch at Naruto face. Not even worrying about the incoming attack aiming for his head by Jintoki, Naruto intercept Kintoki punch with his own. All three attacks made contact at their respective target, and the result was brutally. Jintoki kanabo shattered into pieces when it made contact with Naruto head, and Kintoki arm broke when it made contact with Naruto fist, while sending the golden Oni flying across the field from the force behind Naruto punch. Not wasting any time Naruto round kicked Jintoki face, making him fly the opposite direction from his brother, as the two brothers lay on the destroy field. Wow, my training really did pay off, since I haven't used much senjutsu on these two. Naruto commented before he saw one of the two Onis got up. It was none other than Kintoki who looked like shit, with his broken left arm and a hole through his right shoulder. I'll make you pay human, I'll devour you! Kintoki roar, making the ground shake as he runs towards Naruto. Sighing to himself, Naruto opened his right palm and a blue orb appears. Rushing to Kintoki, Naruto thrust his blue orbs at the Oni's stomach. Rasengan, Naruto shouted as the Rasengan made contact with Kintoki. With senjutsu in the Rasengan, the attack caused more damage than it should as Kintoki howled in pain as his stomach is being grinding. Before he knows it, he was sent flying across the field once again as his body lay motionless. Stretching a bit from a nice warm-up, Naruto created 9 clones to destroy the bodies, as Naruto made his way over to Jintoki. Walking up to the Silver Oni, Naruto saw him unconscious and decided to send him to Inari. Tying the giant Oni up with ninja wire, Naruto pulls out an empty scroll and sealed the Oni in it. Biting on his thumb to draw blood, he began going through hand sign. Kuchio's no jutsu. Naruto slammed him palm on the ground and a puff of smoke appeared. Waiting for the smoke to clear, Naruto saw blue fur kitsune with 2 tails looking around before its eyes land on Naruto. Ah, Naruto-sama, it's a pleasure to meet you. Lady Inari told us all about you. My name is Yuri, I'm a messenger that travels from heaven to earth, and how may I help you, Naruto-sama? Yuri asked curiously as she saw Naruto hand her a scroll. Hi there, Yuri-chan, I was wondering if you could give this to Aina-chan for me, telling her I ran into a group of Onis and Tsukuyomi is their boss. Naruto said, getting a nod from Yuri, who took the scroll with one of her tails before disappearing in a flash. Standing up, Naruto got the memories from clones. They burned all the bodies and hid the evidence. Looking at his watch he got from Surzek, he cried when he only got 30 seconds left before the train leaves. Canceling his sage mode, he ran back to the train station. fighting off 10 Onis in his second day in this world within 10 minutes. Naruto can tell he has a lot of work to do if he wants to achieve peace in this world. Naruto Kurama growl in Naruto head, making him sweat lightly. Now he has to explain everything to Kurama now. Whoa, this place is huge! Naruto exclaimed, standing on top of the tallest building he could find, out of sight from the civilians down on the street. After leaving the train station, he started to make his way to the roof of the buildings without anyone noticing. Oh man, how am I supposed to find Amaterasu, when this place is 5 times the size of Konoha? Since Amaterasu is a Shinto goddess, I suggest we head north from here since there are a lot of shrine over there, we might stumble across some yokai. Kurama grunted, getting Naruto to frown. Are you still mad that I didn't wake you up for the Onis? He got no reply. Oh come on, stop being a big baby. They wasn't tough anyway, just let it go. He still didn't get a reply. Naruto was getting annoyed. He hated being ignored, since his childhood was full of nothing but being ignored by the villagers. Fine, I'll let you fight the next opponent we meet, happy. Maybe, Kurama huffed. Tick marks appear all over Naruto's face. It looks like he's about to explode. Boy, stop sulking. Don't act like this, you big rabbit ears baby. Naruto roar. Some civilians actually stop and look around. Who the fuck you calling rabbit's ears, huh? You want to die? I'll give you a first-class ticket to meet Shinigami. Kurama roar back. His ears is a sensitive subject to the fox, and Kurama easily get pissed when someone mistakes his ears from a rabbit. His ears are meant for hearing enemies from miles away, damn it. You've been ignoring since we got here. Boy, I haven't had a good fight since the war. I need to kill something. We haven't met anyone strong enough for you to use my power and I hate it. Kurama complained, getting Naruto to sweat dropped. Alright, how about I let you out of the seal when we meet Amaterasu? Naruto asked, getting Kurama ponder on that. Alright, this world better give me a challenge. I want to fight those so-called 2 heavenly dragon in the same time. Kukuku, I will crush them under my paws, bwahahaha. Kurama laughed frantically. Naruto just shook his head. He might have got rid of Kurama hatred and good amount of his bloodlust, but apparently not all of it. Guess we head to the shrine then. Naruto began to leap through buildings undetected by the people. As he continues to leap through buildings, his eyes caught something that made his eyes sparkles. Before he could take another step ahead, his body turns 90 degrees and dash across the street, landing in an alleyway. Naruto made his way to the street, taking in his surrounding. The place looked like an old traditional Japanese town that Naruto clones read about. Beside modern buildings and cars, this place has buildings like back home. But somehow Naruto felt something was off. It feels like an illusion is being cast around this part of Kyoto. But Naruto really doesn't care about any of those things as his eyes finally land right back on the building that made him his stop. The building was actually a stall, but not just any stall, but a ramen stall. Naruto hasn't had ramen for at least a week, and he needs the heavenly food of the gods to replenish his strength. Walking up to the stall, Naruto ducks under the curtains and walks inside. The stall itself was relatively small, only containing 5 stools in front of the counter and the menu on the wall behind the counter. Despite being small, the atmosphere here are warm and cozy, just like at Chiraku Ramen back home. Naruto saw a bald old man in his 60s behind the counter wiping the surface. Welcome, young one, how may I help you? The old man smiled at Naruto. Walking up to take a seat, Naruto took a look at the menu. Hey, Gramps, can I get 3 miso, 5 chicken, and 8 beef ramen here? I haven't had ramen in ages, Naruto said, getting a surprised look from the old man. Why, you sure you could eat all of it? Of course, my highest record was 54 bowls of ramen I could eat back home. Naruto grinned, shocking the old man even further. Hey, do you accept this kind of money here? Naruto pulls out Gamachan wallet and pulls out some bills. Snapping out of his shock state, the old man looks at the money in Naruto's hands and raises an eyebrow. The money in Naruto's hands was old, but still usable among the yokai. Of course we do. 3 miso, 5 chickens, and 8 beefs coming right up, the old man said, as he went to prepare the food as Naruto sat there. So what bring you here to this part of Kyoto, young one? The old man asks, boiling the noodles in the pot. I'm here to meet someone, but I'm kinda lost, hee. Naruto scratched the back of his head sheepishly, getting the old man to laugh. Haha, lost you say? Kyoto is a big city, so I wouldn't be too surprised for a foreign to be lost. The old man continues to laugh, cutting some vegetables, before putting the ingredients in the bowl and serves it to Naruto. Here, 1 bowl of miso, enjoy. The old man placed the bowl in front of Naruto. Seblon sniffed the ramen and began to drool. Taking a pair of chopsticks, Naruto began to dig in. Itadakimasu, Naruto said before digging in. Bringing the noodles to his mouth, Naruto's eyes began to water. This eye is in pair of Ichiraku ramen back home. Naruto began to devour his food while tears of joy flowed down his eyes. Old man, hurry up and make more, Naruto said in between bites, making the old man laugh joyfully. Haha, coming right up. The old man went back to cooking some more for Naruto. Said Naruto just finished his bowl of ramen and was patiently waiting for another serving. Amaterasu can wait a little while longer. He just found the best ramen in this world. Ko Academy. Ko Academy, a once all-girls private school, turns into a co-ed. The school is run by devils as Lord Gremory was the administrator of the school. Currently we find Rias Gremory walking graciously down the hall with students from both genders admire her. Ah, Rias-sama is beautiful as ever. Rias-one-sama, we love you. Rias-sama looks at me. Rias-sama please steps on me. The fuck? Don't judge until you try it. Rias just ignore the students around her as she continues to walk down the hall. Today the clubroom is being cleaned out, so last night she told her peerage that they will be having a meeting in Issei house. As the mention of last night, Rias couldn't help but put a smile on her face. Yesterday she truly felt like a regular teen girl, no need to worry about being the Gremory heir or anything important, just Rias hanging out with a friend that so happened to be Naruto Uzumaki. After the match last night, Rias told her peerage to head home for the night, while she has important matter to attend. Akino of course knew what it was and teased her about it. After bidding her peerage a good night, and reminding them of the meeting in Issei house, she met with Naruto. Spending a whole night with Naruto, she could say it was fun and refreshing. They both got to know each other as a person. She could say Naruto was a kind, caring, loyal, and stubborn person she has ever met. Oh, don't forget a goofball too. Naruto knows how to make her laugh and smile, and his story from his world was amazing. Being with Naruto all night, she had tried several times on having him join her peerage. But despite all her efforts, she didn't succeed. She's fine having him as an ally, but that doesn't mean she couldn't persuade him in joining her. Being in thought, Rias didn't see Akino waiting for her outside her next period classroom. Rias, Akino said, bringing Rias back into reality. Oh, Akino, sorry, I was thinking of something. Rias apologized, but Akino knew what she was thinking if that smile on her face was anything to go by. Era, were you thinking of the eventful night with your blonde hero, Rias? Akino teases, placing one hand on her cheek. It was eventful, Akino. We just got to know each other while he stays over my brother castle, Rias said, getting Akino to hum in thought, placing her finger under her chin in a thinking pose. Era, did you offer him as part of your peerage? I already tried several times, but he was being stubborn and declines my offer. Rias pouted as Akino giggled in her hand. Though, he offers us his assistance if we ever needed him, so having him as an ally is a huge advantage for us. Era, it's bad, and I was prepared to get to know your blonde hero too, Akino pouted. Maybe next time when I see him we could get to know each other real well, fufufufu. Akino giggled, receiving a glare from Rias. Please refrain from using Naruto-kun for your SNM play, Akino. Era, does it mean that Rias wanted him all by yourself? That's greedy of you, Rias. What will Issei think? She giggles again. Issei is my precious pawn. I love him as how I love my entire member as my peerage as a family, Rias said, sternly, getting Akino to nod her head as the two make their way inside the classroom. I wonder how good of a masochist he is, fufufu. Naruto. Naruto stops eating and a shiver went down his spine. He doesn't know what, but he felt a disturbing in the air. Shrugging it off as it was nothing, Naruto continues to eat his 16 bowl of ramen. Naruto couldn't get enough of this taste. He has completely forgotten what he was supposed to do. You're supposed to look for Amaterasu, you dimwit, Kurama said in his head, making his eyes go wide. Oh shit! I forgot about that. How long was I here? Naruto thought. About an hour and a half. Stop eating and let's go. Naruto nodded his head while finishing his current bowl. Alright, old man, I'm done. Here the money I owe you, Naruto called to the old man who was sweating all over the place. Why, you're done? He asked, getting a nod from Naruto. Thanks to gods, I'm closing early today. He threw his hands up in the air with a cheer. But it's only noon though, Naruto said. Gigi, are you here? I'm hungry and I want ramen, a childish voice said behind Naruto, who didn't pay any attention as he pays for his meal. Ah, Kunichan, you're here again. Didn't Yasaka-sama say you can't have ramen until you pick up the young shinobi from the train station? The old man asks, getting Naruto attention. I did go, but I didn't find him, so I came here to tell my Kasama and Auntie Amaterasu, but I got hungry, so here I am. She huffed, a little annoyed that she has to do an errand to find this shinobi. Haha, is that so? I guess it won't hurt to give you some. The old man began to make the food as Kuna twirled around on the stool. Naruto turned around, and to his surprise he saw a small girl with golden blonde hair that's tied into a ponytail and matching eyes. She clothes are consisting of a traditional Miko outfit with a tall geto with white tabi, with a star-shaped pentagram on the sleeve surrounded by 5 smaller pentagrams. But what caught Naruto's eyes were 9 golden foxtails and a matching fox ears. Whoa, a chibi-cubi! Naruto exclaimed, surprising the other two. You can see my ears and tails? But I thought humans can't see us under the Jujutsu barrier Kasama put up around here. Kunu exclaimed in surprise before firing a small fireball at Naruto, who just blew it away. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Kunu demanded. The old man from before jumped over the counter and stand in front of Kunu before his body started to shift. Naruto saw the old man turns into a cross of Tengu, a bird-like yokai with black wings and crow heads with a spear appear in his hands. I suggest you leave, human, the Tengu said as Naruto just sweat dropped. The old man was all friendly a second ago, and now he's demanding him to leave. What bad customer serves, he's about to write a bad review on this place for sure. Wait, everybody calm down and let me explains, Naruto said, but both Kunu and the Tengu didn't let their guards down. Naruto just sighed before looking at Kunu. Kunu, right? The little Kyubi nodded her head. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I'm the shinobi you're looking for. The two yokai look at Naruto before looking at each other. How do we know you're telling the truth? Old man Tengu asks. Because I'm wearing my ninja clothes, Naruto deadpanned, as Kunu pulled out a photo from her sleeve. Taking a glance at the photo, Kunu studied the photo and then glanced at Naruto and back to the photo. If you're the shinobi, then why don't you like this? Kunu exclaimed before showing Naruto a photo of him. Naruto's face turns red from embarrassment when he saw the photo. The photo shows a picture of Naruto naked in an orange loincloth flexing his muscle while his body was covered in baby oil. Wait a minute, you both got whisker marks on your face. Kunu gasped, so you really are the shinobi. Kunu pointed a finger at Naruto, but said shinobi disappear from view and reappearing in front of Kunu, taking the photo out of her hand. Hey, give it back, Kunu said. The old man Tengu was about to attack, but he found his spear missing also. No, why would a little girl like you have a photo like this? No, screw that. The better question is who made this photo and where did you get it? Naruto asked as his face still red. Auntie Amaterasu gave it to me to find you, and Kasama has the same one in her room. Kunu said innocently. She doesn't know what the big deal was. Naruto's face was still red and he could hear Kurama laughing his ass off in his head. Eni and Ai-chan, why do you smell like a kitsune, and why do you have whisker marks on your face? Are you a Kyubi like me and Kasama? Kunu asked, only for Naruto to chuckle a little. No, I'm no Kyubi. You can say I'm close to one. Naruto burned the photo to ashes with blue flames, much to the amazement of the two yokais. Anyway, Chibi-Kyubi, can you take me to Amaterasu? Yep, let's go, Kunu said before her stomach growled, causing her to blush. Can I eat first? A lady need to eat, she said with a blush, making Naruto laugh. Sure, I can go for another bowl of ramen. Naruto and Kunu both cheers as the old man Tengu turned back into his human form and looked horrified. 30 minutes later. So, when I was 13 I painted the whole Hokage monument in broad daylight while wearing a bright orange jumpsuit too. No one caught me, Databeo, Naruto said, as he found himself in front of a shrine with Kunu perching on his shoulder. After leaving the ramen stall with a satisfied smile on their face and an exhausted chief behind, Kunu decided to perch on Naruto's shoulder while guiding him to her mother's shrine. While walking, Naruto decided to tell Kunu some of his adventures from his world. Then before they knew it, they had reached their destination. Is this the place, Chibi-Q? Naruto asks. He decided to call Kunu Chibi-Q since she's a mini Kyubi. Stop calling me that. I'm a full-grown Kyubi. Kunu puffed up her cheeks before she turned her head away from him, causing Naruto to laugh at her. He continues to laugh until he heard a female voice calling for Kunu. Kunu, are you home? A female voice said inside the shrine. Naruto could hear footsteps getting closer. Yep, and I brought the shinobi. Kunu jumped off Naruto's shoulder and ran inside the shrine. Thank you, Kunu. Now where is he? The voice asks. He's outside, I'll show you. Kunu began to drag her mother out of the shrine. When Kunu came out of the shrine, she brought a young woman who looks to be in her early 20s with a voluptuous figure, causing Naruto's eyes to roam around her body. She has golden hair with matching eyes. She is dressed in shrine maiden attire. Overall, she's pretty damn gorgeous. Mate with her, Naruto. If she's that Chibi-Kyubi mother, then she must be Yasaka, the leader of the Yukai fraction, Kurama said. Shut up, Kurama. Since we're here, Amaterasu must be here as well, Naruto thought as he noticed Yasaka looking at him. Damn, why women in this world are sexy. Hello, you must be Yasaka, the leader of the Yukai faction, I presume. Yes, that's me, and I would like to officially welcome you to Kyoto, Naruto-kun. Yasaka welcomed Naruto with a short bow followed by Kunu. Thanks, the ramen here are great, Naruto said, earning a giggle from Yasaka. Yes, I would imagine you would love the ramen here, Yasaka said while motioning Naruto to follow her to the backyard. I hope you had no trouble finding this place. Hee, no trouble at her. Lucky Chibi-Q entered the ramen stall where I was eating and helped me find this place, Naruto said, scratching his cheek sheepishly. I'm not a Chibi-Q-B, Kunu shouted, pointing an accused finger at Naruto, only to get a light pat on the head from her mother. Pointing fingers are unladylike, Kunu, and you're still young and still need a lot of training. You hear me? Yasaka scolded her daughter, causing Kunu to nod her head slightly. Yes, Ka-sama, Kunu said before she glares at Naruto, who just stick out his tongue at her. And for you, Naruto-kun, gentlemen do not stick their tongue out to a young lady. Do I have to punish you to get my point across? Yasaka said sternly as her voice promises pain. And no, ma'am. Naruto stuttered, getting a giggle from Kunu. You're already whipped, and you guys haven't gone to first base yet. Kakuka Kurama laughs, getting Naruto to grit his teeth. Fuck you. So Yasaka, are you and Kunu the only QB in this world? Naruto asks, only to receive silences from Yasaka. Realizing it was a touchy subject, Naruto began to apologize. Sorry, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Ka-sama? Kunu asked in concern. No, it's fine, this is the chance I can bring it up to Kunu as well, Yasaka said, getting a confused look from the small girl. You see, Kunu, we're not the only QB, since you have an aunt, who is also a QB as well. And my aunt? I have an aunt? Kunu asks, receiving a light nod from Yasaka. Then how come I never heard about her or even saw her? Well, the reason was the relationship between your mother and auntie isn't going so well. Yasaka gave a sad smile. You see, it's all started when we were kids. We were always competitive. Even though I was the younger sister, I have a talent with my power, and your auntie didn't. So while I received all the praises from the elders, your auntie received none, and she grew jealous of me. Every time I tried to spend time with her, she would give me a cold shoulder and leave. But even so, I know she still cares for me as I still care for her. It was the time when the two of us fought to be the next ruler of the Yukai faction. As you can see, I won. My sister got mad and jealous. She left the next day without saying anything. Despite whatever happened between us, I will still love my sister, after we're family. Yasaka wiped a stray tear from her face as she hugged her daughter tightly. Ka-sama, when will I see auntie? She sniffed in her mother shrine outfit. I don't know, dear. The last time I saw her was when I was about to give birth to you. She came and holds you before she left again. I was too exhausted to stop her, but all I know is that your auntie loves you, Yasaka said softly as the mother and daughter duo hugs each other. Naruto was behind them and couldn't help but smile sadly and feel a bit déjà vu from listening to her story. Enough of this, we shouldn't keep Lady Amaterasu waiting any longer, Yasaka said, fixing herself up. It's fine, I don't mind waiting, a melody voice said, catching everyone's attention. Naruto saw the owner of the voice and he was for once lost for words. The owner of the voice was a gorgeous young lady. Her silk raven black hair that runs down to her amazing ass. She wears a red and golden version of a shrine maiden outfit that didn't hide her well-curved body. Her eyes were bright golden, as if Naruto was staring at the sun itself. While staring at Amaterasu, Naruto noticed she disappear, and before he could register what happened, he found himself struggling to breathe while someone was holding his head down. Oh, I finally get to meet you, Naruto-kun. Oh, you look so handsome up close, making me want to tie you up and bring you back to Takamajihara and have my way with you. Amaterasu squealed, getting the Yasaka to sweat dropped, while Kuna tilted her head confusingly. It's finally nice to meet my dearest champion. Oh, I can't wait to spend time with you. Naruto continues on struggle, failing on freeing himself. Who knew that a goddess could have this much strength? Lady Amaterasu, I think you're suffocating, Naruto-kun, Yasaka pointed out. Amaterasu looks down at Naruto, whose face are in between those amazing, waving his arms around. Giggling a bit, she let go of Naruto, who stumbled back while catching his breath. Oops, she giggles. That's the second time I almost died by those. Naruto panted. So Inari-chan was your first. I knew I should have visited you first. Amaterasu pouted, getting Naruto to sweat dropped. So I take it you're Amaterasu? Naruto asks, as he finally regains his breathing. Sorry for not introducing myself, but yes, I'm Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun and universe. I am also the ruler of the Shintos and Naruto Uzumaki. I will make you my husband, Amaterasu announced, getting a surprised look from Yasaka, a confused look from Kunu, and eyes popping, red-faced Naruto. What are you saying, Amaterasu? We just met. I know nothing about you. Naruto stuttered. He doesn't know what to do in this kind of situation. Getting married to a beautiful goddess is way too much for Naruto right now. Kakuku, it's fine, we have enough time to get to know each other. Naruto-kun. Amaterasu walks up to him with her hips swaying back and forth, causing Naruto to blush. How come every woman he met are sexy? First was Inari, Rias and Yasaka, and now Amaterasu. Should he feel lucky or what? Kurama thought he's lucky if the pervert giggling is anything to go by. You know, Naruto-kun, I watched you ever since you were born, and up to the end of the war, and I must say I'm very proud of the person you came out to be. Amaterasu said, as he found himself being led to the back garden by Amaterasu with the two of them holding hands, making Naruto's face lit up. As cute as seeing you blush every time, you should get used to it, since we be doing more than holding hands, Naruto-kun. Naruto's face just got hotter. Why would you want to marry me? I'm just a human, Naruto said, as he and Amaterasu sat on a bench along with Yasaka. Why, you ask? You already know I watch over you ever since you were born. It's because of who you are attracted me to you, not only me but Inari-chan as well. Beside, I got your parent approval, so we're a-o.k. Amaterasu gave Naruto a thumb up with sparkles in her eyes. You met my parents? Where are they? He asked, getting Amaterasu to smile. They're at Takamijihara, or short for heaven for us Shinto gods. Though we do let some souls enter there if they were worthy enough. Since your parents were worthy, they get to stay with us Shintos, she replied. Is that so? Then please take care of them, Sun-chan. Naruto smiled warmly, getting Amaterasu to blush, and along with Yasaka. It's fine. Should we get into business since you're here, Naruto-kun? Amaterasu asked seriously, getting a nod from Naruto. As she was about to continue, but Kunu started to whine. Kasama, I'm bored. Can we do something fun? Kunu whined, tugging on her mother's sleeve. Honey, please be patient. Your mother is in a meeting right now. Can you play with the other young yokai? Yasaka asks. But they are still attending the school in the temple. Kunu pouted, getting a giggle from Amaterasu as Yasaka sighed. She was about to play with her daughter before Naruto patted her shoulder. It's okay, Yasaka, I got this. I know exactly what could keep Chubikyu busy. His eyes were gleaming as he starting to transform in his Kyubi chakra mode. His body was covered in golden chakra that looks like flames. Since Kurama Yin and Yang chakra are sealed inside Naruto, his appearance has changed. His chakra mode's marking now has a more simplistic design with thicker lines, two of which wrap around his collar above the 6th Magatama. His center also has a single dot with a partial circle around it opening at the top of the 6 lines stretching out from it, with 2 of which spread down his legs where the part wrap around his feet. His power has increases rapidly the past year. If he could fight Madara or Kagaya again, he has no doubt he could fight them off only in this mode. Though Naruto had no reason to fight in this mode back home, so he can't wait to test his new abilities. Speaking of transformation, Naruto hasn't used Rikudo Senin Moto ever since the war, since the 5 Kages forbid him from using it. But since he's here and all the rule doesn't apply here. Amaterasu eyed Naruto with lust. The other reason why she's attracted to him was his warm aura and power. His aura gave out a warm feeling in her body, and that's saying something as she the goddess of the sun. His power also attracted her to him. Such power coming from a single human, most gods would be wary of him, but not her. She knows he will use his power for good and won't misuse them. When she watched Naruto fought both Madara and Kagaya, she couldn't help but lick her lips. If he could fight both godlike figures with half of his currently power, while sharing his chakra to over thousands of shinobi, he would no doubt be able to fight them single-handed back then. She loves a kind, lovely man with power to help her rule over the heaven, and Naruto has it all. She would have no doubt if he uses his newest form or his battle avatar, he would make her use her real power, all the while Naruto's still human. Yasaka was feeling strange. Like Amaterasu, she loves strong man with a soft side for his family and friends. While she and Amaterasu were waiting on Naruto to arrive, Amaterasu would constantly talk about him. His determination on never giving up his goal to finding true peace. She also learns Naruto's childhood, how he was an orphan and his village neglected him. She also knew the reason why too. A Kyubi being sealed inside Naruto that made up of only chakra was being controlled and rampage on his village. It saddened her that such a young innocent boy would have to go through all that. But of course Amaterasu continues her story of Naruto adventure and achievement, while along the way his power growths. Now standing in front of her was a massive wave of chakra that could be sensed around the world. She couldn't help but lick her lips. She just found her alpha and Kuna future stepfather. So it's time for me to unleash her. Kukukuku, I'll show them the real power of the Kyubi. Kurama roared inside Naruto's head, missing the sniffle from Naruto, who was trying to suppress his laughter. Yeah, your real power, Naruto sputtered out, as Naruto transformation began to flow in his arm. Focusing Kurama chakra into his arm, Naruto began to pour out Kurama chakra on the ground. The chakra began to take shape, and before everyone knew it, the chakra began to shine, causing everyone to shield their eyes beside Amaterasu. Soon the light died down, and everyone heard a voice. Ha ha ha, I'm free. It's time to show this world who's the powerful being here, bwahaha. Laughers could be heard as everyone turned back to the source. Everyone had different reactions on what they saw. Yasaka and Amaterasu looks amused if the giggling is anything to go by. Kuna's face lit up as if Christmas just came early this year as she jumps up and down. Though Naruto didn't try to hide his reaction, as he was seen on the ground rolling around laughing his ass off. Bwahaha, oh god, I can't take it, ha ha ha. Naruto continues to laugh as Kurama look around the area as he noticed everything was bigger than him. Why are you guys bigger than me? Kurama roared, though his roar sound like a squeak. Why the hell does my voice just squeak? Kurama demanded as Amaterasu stopped her giggling, but a smile still plastered on her face as she conjured up a mirror for Kurama to see. Looking at the mirror, Kurama's eyes bugged out comically. By the sage, I'm a kid again. Kurama yells, making Naruto laugh harder. Figuring out who was the cause of it, Kurama looked at Naruto. Naruto, you bastard, I'll devour you, ill what the hell? Kurama stopped his threat as he was picked up from the ground by Kunu, who ran up to her mother. Kasama, it's a Kyuubi, can we keep him, can we? I'll bath him and feed him, and I'll also train him to use the bathroom too. Kuni gave her mother the puppy eyes no jutsu, making both Yasaka and Amaterasu laugh as Naruto began to bang on the ground laughing harder. Unhand me, kit, I'm the ultimate Kyuubi and I do not need to be party trained. I don't even need to use the bathroom. Kurama roared, jumping off of Kunu's arms. Sorry dear, but Kamara is right, he's isn't a kit, just look like one. Yasaka giggled in her hand. Your mother right, Kurama is Naruto partner, sorry honey. Amaterasu said to Kunu, who looked saddened, but a hand patted her head. Looking up, she saw Naruto smiling down at her. It's fine, Kurama will play with you while we're going to talk about something important, Naruto said, getting Kunu to hug his leg. Thank you, Nai-sama. Kunu happily replied, getting Naruto to chuckle as he rubs her hair. Hold a damn minute, why do I have to babysit the chibi Kyuubi? Kurama demanded as Naruto patted his head, getting Kurama to growl. But you're also a chibi Kyuubi too, you look so adorable, got my eyes. Naruto screamed, rolling around the ground with his hands covering his face. Don't you dare say that word, next time I'll castrate you. Kurama roared. A second ago Naruto was about to call Kurama adorable, but never got the chance to say it as Kurama scratched Naruto across the face with his claws. Kurama-kun, Amaterasu called out, getting his attention. Can you please take care of Kunu-chan while we talk? I'm afraid there might be a traitor inside the Yukai fraction. She stayed seriously, surprising everyone's attention beside Kunu, who was watching the butterfly. What do you mean, Lady Amaterasu? You're saying one of my people is working with Tsukuyumi? Yasaka asked, worried. She can take care of herself just fine since Kyoto itself gave Yasaka unlimited power. But what she worries was her daughter Kunu. She couldn't keep her daughter locked up in the house, but she also couldn't let wander alone if a traitor is within her fraction. They could kidnap her or worse, kill her daughter. It's fine, Yasaka-chan, we will bait he or she out, and I know Kurama will take care of them. Right, Kurama? Amaterasu looked at Kurama, who was in thought. It can't be helped, I'll watch over the kit. Kurama said, getting a nod from Amaterasu and frowned from Yasaka. Are you sure Kunu won't get hurt? I mean it. It's fine, Yasaka, you can trust Kurama. He might be small, but I gave him 4 tail worth of power, that enough to take out anyone here, trust me. Naruto reassured Yasaka, getting her to frown, but she gave him a nod. Yay, let's go Kurama, I'll show you around Kyoto. Kunu exclaimed, running to the front yard. Kurama was about to follow but was stopped when Naruto called for him. Please, make sure Kunu-chan is safe, I'm counting on you, partner. Naruto said seriously, getting Kurama to snort before following Kunu. You don't need to tell me twice. I'll protect with my life, Kurama said as he disappears. You sure they will be okay? Yasaka asked, still worrying about her daughter. Of course, Kurama will take care of her, I promise. Naruto smiles, getting a smile from Yasaka. Well then, should we get into business? Amaterasu said, catching the two attentions. Getting a nod from the two, she motioned for the both of them to take a seat. Well, Naruto-kun, do you know the reason why I call you into this world? She asks. Ina-chan said you need my help in this world since something dangerous will be happening and that Tsukuyumi has escaped his prison. Naruto said, getting a nod from Amaterasu. Yes, it's true, I think my brother and this danger are both connected somehow. But I ask you to please stop him. My brother will stop at nothing until he gets what he wants, and he wants me. Amaterasu said with disgust in her voice. What do you mean, Sun-chan? Naruto asked, getting a sigh from Amaterasu. I think it better if you learn about our Shinto history and your world, since your world played a big part in this, Amaterasu said, surprising Naruto. And my world? What does it has to do with anything? Naruto asks as Yasaka listen in as well. Well, first off, my family considers of Susanoo, Tsukuyomi and me are not in a good relationship. Both my brothers don't like each other while me and Susanoo relationship are completive. Tsukuyomi became very obsessive with me and the throne. At first I kick him out of heaven. As his obsession grew, he also became devious, doing things behind my back without my approval, so I had enough and kick him out of heaven, thus creating night and day. For a while he began to calm down, and he became stable. It was around the time when as Shintos and Buddhas was working on our greatest project together, as a sign of friendship. Do you know what it was, Naruto-kun? Amaterasu asked, getting a no from Naruto. The project was to create a world under Shinto jurisdiction while spreading the teaching of Buddhism. As a sign of friendship, we created a tree as a symbol of peace and harmony for that world, as both Shintos and Buddhas pour their energy inside the tree. Amaterasu said, looking at Naruto, his eyes widen in realization. Yes, the tree was known as Shinju, the divine tree from both Shintoism and Buddhism, and with our combined energy we created a new version of chakra that contains both spiritual and physical energy. As you know, Naruto-kun, your world was the bridge between us Shinto and Buddhism. So you're telling you guys made our world to forge a bond between the two pantheons? Amaterasu just nodded as Naruto didn't know what to say. All this new information just hurt his head. So what happened with Tsukuyomi? He asked as Amaterasu grew angry. That bastard, when got news of our friendship with the Buddhas, he grew furious. He spouts nonsense about how we Shintos are the mightiest and the true gods among gods and that we should kill everyone off. I grew furious, of course. I banished Tsukuyomi to the darkest side of every world, where he shall live for the rest of his life in darkest. But that bastard grew in rage and storms the festival where we and the Buddhas would party and killed Yukmachi, the goddess of food. After I heard about this, I couldn't forgive him, so I seal him inside his moon, she said as Naruto felt like deja vu all over again. While this was going on, your world was flown into endless war. War after war, people dies for meaningless things, and people greed and desire make people who they are. It went on for millennia of years until our tree grew a fruit. I think you already know the story of Kaguya, right? Naruto nodded his head. Well, since you already know, we shall skip to Hagoromo part. Since Kaguya was defeated by Hagoromo and his brother, Hagoromo began to spread the teaching of Nishu, with the power of the sixth realm of existence from Buddhism. With his power of creation of all things, he became a human god. Back then I had a version of the child of the prophecy. Me and Susanoo came down and bless him with our power. If I remember correctly, this was also around the time when that bastard Indra barged into our territory and demanded a fight with me for the title of Lord of the Heavens. Of course I ignore it, until he killed one of my Miko. I grew furious, so came down and fought him. I would have lied if I said it was easy, but it wasn't until he forced me to turn into my battle form, where I overwhelmed him as I brought him to his hand and knees. I was about to kill him, but he begged me to let him live. I was hesitating at first, but I reconsider it with one condition. For him to bless Hagoromo two sons with the power from Hinduism. So making it short, Azura and Indra fought with Azura winning against his brother. As you already know all this history, I bet. Amaterasu finish up with Naruto rubbing his head from the knowledge and Yasaka's surprised look. Since you're a reincarnation of Azura and have his chakra inside you, your battle avatar has 3 heads and 6 arms like the Hindu god's battle avatar. And since you believe in the teaching of Nishu, that's a branch from Buddhism, while having half the power of Hagoromo, you're basically Buddhist. And as our champion, you're part of our Shinto pantheons. Do you what this mean, Naruto-kun? No. It means you're the bridge between 3 pantheons, and that's mean your existence shouldn't be possible, but yet here you are. I think this is a sign for something great, Amaterasu said seriously. What do you mean, Lady Amaterasu? Yasaka asks. Naruto was curious too. I do not know, but I know one thing. Amaterasu looked at Naruto seriously. Naruto Uzumaki, you're going to change the very existence we live in for the better of good. Then am I even human? If what you say are true, then how am I alive? Am I even human anymore? What will become of me when this threat is all over with? Naruto was frustrated. He wants answer, damn it. While frustrating, he failed to notice 2 hands touch his cheeks. When he did, he found himself kissing Amaterasu. The kiss wasn't like the one he got from Inari. He can't put it into words, but it felt nice. When the kiss just started, it also ended quickly as Amaterasu pulled back with one hand still on his cheek as she gazed into his eyes with a warm smile on her face that could light up the deepest part of darkness. Naruto-kun, I have a proposal for you. What is it? He asks. Time seems to stop around them as Amaterasu looked into his eyes. Do you want to become a god? A god? Naruto stuttered. The statement greatly surprised Naruto, Becoming a god was the last thing he would think of. But yet right in front of him was Amaterasu, the goddess of sun and universe, ruler of the heavens, asking him to become one. He wants to reply, but his mouth wouldn't move. He couldn't even think of an answer as his brain just froze. Him becoming a god, wow. Lady Amaterasu, are you serious on making Naruto-kun a Shinto deity? Yasaka was the one who asked the question. Like Naruto, she was greatly surprised by the question. Yasaka knew it wasn't unusual for gods turning humans into deity. No, what surprised her was Amaterasu's proposal to Naruto. Among other pantheons, the Shintos never once turned humans into deities. The Shintos are very strict with this sort of things. In the Shintos' pantheons, becoming a god is more than that, it also means becoming a family. The Shintos view each other like family with unbreakable bonds. Sure, they will fight among each other, but in the end they're still family. But to outright invite a human to join them is unspeakable. Of course, Naruto-kun, you'll be the first human to ascend to godlyhood in the Shinto fraction. Amaterasu answered. She was still hugging the shocking Naruto. You have earned it, and the other has approval as well. Wait, please slow down, Sunchan. You want me to becoming a god? Is that even possible? Naruto questioned. He has finally snapped out of his shock-like state, but still shock. Yes, it's possible for me to turn you into a god, Naruto-kun. Like that guy, what's his name again, Zikuno? That can't be right, Zizuno wrong again, what his name again with a lightning bolt? Amaterasu pondered and thought, trying to remember the name. You mean Zeus, the ruler of Olympus? Yasaka deadpanned. Ah, that's his name, right. Right, anywho, the rulers of each pantheon have the power to turn mortal in deities. Ziku, I mean Zeus, the ruler of Olympus, Odin, the leader of Norse mythology, even that punk Indra from Hindu mythology, and me, the ruler of Shintos. Amaterasu smiled as she releases Naruto. Oh, so can I ask another question? Why would you make me into a god? Naruto questioned. Amaterasu just smiled brightly as she twirls around. Naruto watches time seems to slow down as he watches Amaterasu twirl around. The smile on her beautiful face with her long raven black hair flowing through the wind, as cherry blossoms petals dancing around her. Naruto couldn't help but stare at her, as if he was caught in a genjutsu or something. Because you earn it, Naruto-kun, not just me but everyone else thinks so too. Amaterasu stopped her twirling as she stares at Naruto. Throughout your life, we Shinto have watched over you, we saw how you became, the kind of person you are, and the struggle you face. You are worthy to join us, Naruto-kun, we would love you to join our family, she smiled. Naruto doesn't know what to do, he always wants a family. Sure, back in Konoha he has his precious people that are close to him as family, but not exactly. Naruto knew they have their own family back home to return. Some like Ino and Shika lost their father in the war, but their mothers are still back home as Naruto always returned to an empty house. But is it worth becoming a god? Living a long life and giving up his humanity? No, he doesn't know if he should be calling himself human anymore. Say, if I became a god, what are my benefits? Naruto asks. He fails to notice a gleam in Amaterasu's eyes. There are a lot of benefits. You will live a long life as your life force will increase, and your power will increase, though what kind of power we won't know. There are a lot of benefits on becoming a deity, Naruto-kun, and I won't name them now, but I will tell you this. A sly smile appears on her face. As you know, we Shintos have many influence in different worlds, and each world is under certain Shinto jurisdiction. Her smile grew larger since we have no god looking over the elemental nation and all, and if you become a god, the elemental nation will be under your jurisdiction. Amaterasu's smile never left her face as Naruto's expression changed from surprise to excitement. Knowing what will seal the deal, she continues. Also, every god needs followers. For Inori-chan, she has her kitsuns, Susanoo has his samurais, and I have my mikos. If you're a god, and with the elemental nation under your jurisdiction, your title will be God of the Shinobi. Have a nice ring to it, don't you think? Her answer was a gaze-looking Naruto. So Naruto-kun, what's your answer? Kuno and Kurama. Both Chibiku are seen walking down the street of Kyoto as the yokais bow their head to Kuno and Kurama. Since Kurama and Kuno left Yasaka Shrine, rumor was spreading throughout the yokai fraction about another Kyubi. Some of them wave off the rumor, but was proving wrong when they see the Chibiku duo walking down together. Bwahaha, bow down to the almighty Kyubi Kurama, bwahaha. Kurama laughed as they both walked past an alleyway. Though in the alleyway were 5 silhouettes watching the two before retreating back in the shadow. They never noticed Kurama glancing at them. Kook, they'd better give me a challenge. Kurama thought, as he continues following Kuno. Hurry up, Kura-chan. Let's go to the candy shop. Kuno shouted, as she pulls Kurama along by his tails. Unhand me this, insists. And don't give me some silly nickname. Naruto and the others. Here we find Naruto and Amaterasu having a staring contest. When Amaterasu gave him some benefits about being a Shinto god, he was excited about the offer. After finding out there no gods having elemental nation under their rule, he could use this chance to maintain peace in his world. Plus, having extra power is a bonus too. Though outliving all your friends will be the price to pay. Even if seeing his friends pass, there are a lot of chance he will see them in heavens, maybe not Sasuke though. I think I'll take up your offer, Sun-chan. Naruto smiled. It sounds like a good offer, and who knows, I might need the power boast if I'm going up against this threat. He finishes but was caught off guard when Amaterasu tackled him, knocking the two down. Composing himself, he found himself under Amaterasu as she hugs him tightly. Oh, I knew you will say yes. Amaterasu squealed as she pulls Naruto's head into her buxom. Gah, Sun-chan, please let go, I can't breathe again. Naruto said, desperately trying to find oxygen. This is the third time he's about to die from those. Truly, women are dangerous with those of theirs. Sorry Naruto-kun. Amaterasu apologized as she let go of Naruto's head, letting him breathe. Sitting up while straddling him, Amaterasu was in thought, as if she forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting something, she trailed off. Yasaka for her part just sighed. How come her lady always forgetful, always leaving out important information or forgetting other people's name? Lady Amaterasu, you're forgetting to tell Naruto-kun there's a trial on becoming a Shinto deity. Yasaka sighed. Having a boss like Amaterasu is troublesome. Maybe she could take a walk in the park later to ease her mind. Or go back in her room and relieve some stress. Trial? There a trial on becoming a god? Naruto questioned, though he blushed when he found himself being straddled by Amaterasu. He could feel her round ass on his crotch. Being a hot teenage boy with a large libido, Naruto is dangerously about to unleash his holy sword. Okay, calm down Naruto, you can do this. Just think about something else. Think about Bachan guy, only picture her. Okay, think of anything else. Come on, think about Ero-sanin in the hot tea ga. Is she grinding on me? Naruto cries out. Looking at the source of his torture, his statement became true as Amaterasu started to grind on him. What are you doing, Sun-chan? Naruto blushed as Amaterasu continued to grind on him. Lady Amaterasu, what are you doing? Yasaka blushed as she covers her face, though you could see her peeking between her fingers. What? I'm horny. Try living this long while being horny. It's frustrated. I haven't seen a penis up close before. Amaterasu whined in frustration. It's unladylike, Lady Amaterasu. You need to control yourself. Yasaka tries to reason with Amaterasu but fell in deaf ear. I can't control myself any longer. Too long, way too long have I been a virgin. Amaterasu started to get aggrieved as she tries to pull Naruto pants off. Gah, knock it off, Sun-chan, help, I need an adult. Yasaka-chan gives me a hand. Naruto screamed as he desperately tries to fend off Amaterasu's hands. He doesn't want to get raped. He always thought his first time will be special and not like this. I am an adult. It's okay Naruto-kun, this is your welcome present. Just relax and let me handle the rest. Amaterasu said as she continues to assault Naruto pants, but her effort ends with a failure. Gah, don't be stubborn Naruto-kun. Yasaka-chan come over here and gives me a hand. Why would I do such things in broad daylight? Yasaka said, as her face became red. Oh, come on Yasaka-chan, you haven't got some since little Kunu was born, and I know mating season is right around the corner. I know you need to release too. Come and help me, will you? Amaterasu said, taking a glance at Yasaka. Finding the opening he was looking for, Naruto pushed Amaterasu off his lap as she landed on her butt, and got up. He was preparing to run out the backyard, but he tripped and fell on the ground. He found himself being dragged, so taking a glance at his feet, he was surprised to see a golden foxtail wrap around his foot. Sorry, Naruto-kun, I haven't had sex ever since Kunu was born and I need a release. Yasaka apologized as she drags Naruto towards a smirking Amaterasu. Good job, Yasaka-chan. She praises the blushing Kyubi. Now Naruto-kun, I promise I will give you the ride of your life. Amaterasu declared as she pulls off the top of her Miko outfit, showing off her DD cups and her pink. Naruto's face was priceless when he gazed upon those melons. His eyes went wide as his face turned bright red. Before anyone knew it, his head was knocked back, a stream of blood shot out of his nose before he fainted. I think I went too far. Amaterasu giggled in her hand. Lady Amaterasu, should we wake Naruto-kun up? Yasaka suggested, releasing the unconscious shinobi. Nope, this will make it easier for us, kukuku. Amaterasu laughed as she kneed down and was preparing to take Naruto pants off. Wait, you're seriously doing it? Yasaka blushed. Of course, today I'm losing my virginity. Amaterasu announced as she pulls down Naruto pants and boxing in one tug. When the pants got pulled, both Amaterasu and Yasaka witnessed something that will burn into their mind for the rest of their life. Standing tall as if it was flagpole was Naruto's holy sword. Both women stare at it, and before long they too were blown back by a massive nosebleed knocked them out in the progress. That's a penis? Amaterasu muttered with swirl in her eyes before she fainted. As we find 3 unconscious bodies lying on the ground with massive blood surrounding the 3, with Naruto's holy sword standing tall like a flagpole and Amaterasu were out to the world. Chibiku duo. My pervert senses are tingling, Kurama thought as he let out a pervert giggle, catching Kunu's attention. Ne any Kara-chan, what's so funny? Kunu asks innocently, getting Kurama to wave her off with his tails. Since there an illusion surrounds Kyoto so Yukai can walk among the human without being seen, Kurama can freely walk around with being noticed. Nothing, Chibi, wait until your order and ask me then. Kurama reply as his senses picks up on killer intents behind them. So they about to make their move, huh? He thought, moving in closer to Kunu. Kit, listen to me and listen well, Kurama said seriously. What is Kara-chan? Kunu innocently asked, not picking up the seriousness in Kurama's voice. Kurama had to bite back a growl that was about to escape, but managed to prevent it. Not wanting to be in the open, he pulled a confusing Kunu in the alleyway. Walking to the end of the alleyway, Kurama turned around just in time as 5 figures in cloaks blocking the entrance. Kunu-sama, we're here to escort you back home. One of the cloak figures stepped forward. Who are you? Ka-sama wouldn't send people that we don't know. Beside, I got Kara-chan with me. Kunu protests as the cloak figure continues to come closer. Too bad, we're here to take you with us, Arg. The cloak figure tried to reach for Kunu only for arm to be missing. And my arms! He screams. Kuku, that is the least of your worries, Kurama said as he tossed an arm away with his tails. Turning back at the shock-looking Kunu, Kit, close your eyes and keep them close, Kurama said, walking towards the figures. But Kunu tries to protest, but Kurama shut her up. I said close your eyes now, Kurama roared. Kunu didn't want to upset Kurama, just close her eyes. Now then, what do we have here? We got 5 traitors against a little old me. Kurama continues, walking forward slowly as a predator hunting their prey. I'll give you 2 choices. A, tell me who sent you and I might let you live. Or B, I'll kill you slowly. Kurama grinned, showing his teeth. Too bad for you, we're going to kill you and take Kunu to Tsukuyumi-sama, one of the cloak figures said, and everyone in the alleyway went quiet. Everyone was looking at the person who just burst out their employer name, as if he was an idiot. You idiots, you just told them our employer name, a female cloak figure said, if her voice didn't give it away. Who cares, we're going to kill him anyway, another figure said. But he just ripped out your arm. I was caught off guard, he's just a chibi-cubi, and he doesn't have the power like Yasaka-sama. Somehow that sentence ticked Kurama to no end. Is this how Naruto felt when he's being underestimated? Oh, he couldn't wait to kill them slowly, and piss on their corpse. On second thought, Kurama doesn't have the organ. Shut up and come at me. Since option A is out of the question, though, I would still kill anyway. We go with B, as in I kill you all. Kurama snarled as 3 of them charge him with spears on their hand. Despite being small as a cat, Kurama isn't no slouch. With the power of 4 tails, he could easily destroy them and the surrounding area. Hell, 1 tail could still be considered of overkill. But Kurama wants to enjoy the slaughter he was about to cause. Rushing forward with great speed, surprising the other figures, Kurama jumps to the side of the wall, avoiding a spear that was aiming for his head. Touching the side of the wall, Kurama jumped out away from another spear. Now in midair, the last of the 3 figures threw his spear straight for Kurama. Die! He shouted as he was expected the spear to pierce Kurama, but to his and everyone's shock, one of Kurama's tails grabs the spear in midair. I think this belonged to you, so take it back. The spear in Kurama's tails was sent back to its owner in great speed. Trying to dodge this own spear, hint the word try, as the spear pierced the cloak figure's shoulder, sending him crashing in the wall where he was restrained. Giving them a ferociously grin, Kurama let out a roar that shouldn't be coming out from a small fox. Come, you bore me, you better be ready because I'm coming for you. Kurama let out another roar as his tails grabbed 2 spears aiming at his back. Looking back, he saw the 2 cloak figures that he has passed a second ago struggling to free their spear from his grasp. Sensing someone charging to his front, Kurama pulls the 2 spears forward before letting the spears out of his grasp. Both figures stumble forward from the sudden pull. One of them fails to notice a spear coming straight at him. But it was too late, as he was pierced in the head by his fellow comrade's spear. Damn it, you'll pay, bitch! The one who killed his friend yells. Kurama didn't give a damn as he just pounced on the figure. But he was halted when he saw something coming straight at him. Dodging it, Kurama saw something that reminded him of Orochimaru. He saw a long neck stretching at least 20 yards from the alley entrance at the spot where he used to be. Not having the time to think about it, Kurama jumped out of the way from 2 incoming spear slash. Running along the wall, Kurama make his way toward the still pinned figure. Planning his next move right, Kurama jumped past the pinning figure as an incoming spear was thrown at him. If his timing was right, the spear should hit the figure in. Gah, my dick! The restraining figure screams as the spear pierces his crotch. My bad. His comrade apologizes, pulling the spear out. Taking advantage of the distraction, Kurama makes his way towards the two. The other cloak figure saw Kurama rushing at his comrades, threw his spear at Kurama, hoping to end the little fucker. Too bad for him, Kurama sensed the incoming spear and couldn't help but smirk evilly as he dodged the spear which landed on. Gah, my balls! Sniff, please kill me already, sniff the pain, it hurts. The still pinning figure whimpers as the spear pierced his balls as his crotch area was covered in blood. Forget about the fox, just kill Yasaka, daughter. The woman with the long neck said as her neck stretched across the alley towards Kunu, who still has her eyes shut. Kurama saw this and was about to cut her throat off with his claws, but stopped when he saw the woman's neck and body was erupting in purple flames. The flames caught the last three remaining figures' attention, and before they knew it, the other two figures' body erupting in purple flames as well, leaving the still trapped figure on the wall. Why didn't I die yet? He sobbed. Kurama was about to kill him, but a voice stopped him. We need to get some information from him first, Kurama-kun. A light appears behind Kurama, making him shield his eyes. Era, when did you become a kid again, Kurama-kun? A familiar voice asks. Recognizing the voice, Kurama looks up and he saw Inari standing there. No, Lady Inari, just Naruto being a brat and prank me, and thank you for your assistance, though I had the situation under control. Kurama comments but look away when Inari gave him a knowing look. Yes, I can tell that you were toying with your enemies to no end. Inari scolds Shibi Kurama. I know you want to fight and all, Kurama-kun, but you must do it when you don't have to protect Kuni-chan. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Lady Inari. Kurama apologized, though he doesn't sound like it. Anyway, I came here to meet up with Naruto-kun and Amaterasu until I stumble upon this, so I came to end it. Speaking of which, Kuni-chan, you can open your eyes now. Inari calls out, getting Kunu to open her eyes. Auntie Inari. Kunu ran up to Inari and gave her a big hug. I miss you. She buried her face in Inari's breast, getting the goddess to giggle. I visited 2 days ago, sweetheart. I know, I just miss you. Inari just smiled while Kurama was torturing the last remaining attacker. Why did Tsukuyami send you? Or I'll stab you with a spear. Kurama threatened the sobbing attacker. But why you are stabbing me with it? Please kill me already. He begged. Talk and I'll stop and I'll end your suffering maybe. Kurama grinned. Inari saw what's going on and shook her head. Kurama is really a sadist. Kurama-kun, please take Kunu here for some ice cream. Inari said, letting go of Kunu as Kurama dropped the spear, not before stabbing him in the crotch, earning a Y from the captive. Kunu dear, can you take Kurama to get some ice cream? She asked, getting an excited nod from Kunu. Yep, let's go, Kura-chan. She ran out of the alleyway with a grumbling Kurama, leaving Inari along with the attacker. Now then, it's time for your punishment. She gazed at the imprisoned attacker with those scary sadist eyes as she conjured up a whip in both hands. Let's begin your punishment. Yasaka Shrine. Inari could be seen standing at the entrance of the backyard with an eyebrow raise. In front of her were Naruto, Amaterasu and Yasaka standing there awkwardly. Naruto's face was beet red as he would take several glances towards Amaterasu and Yasaka. Yasaka's face was beet red as she keeps mumbling about a second Tokyo Tower. Amaterasu's expression was well. Her face was beet red with a goofy smile on her face as she held out her hands apart, showing the measurement of something while muttering something along the line of must conquer ding dong. Wanting to get into business, Inari cleared her throat, getting the other attention as she made herself known. Naruto-kun, it's great to see you again. She winks at him as he gave a smile and a wave in return. Yasaka-chan, it's great to see you again also, and I have news that Kurama-kun and I had taken care of the traitors in Kyoto. Yasaka gave a sigh of relief. Thank you, Lady Inari. It put me at ease to know my daughter and people are safe. Yasaka bowed toward Inari. Though, I must ask where my daughter is now. She's getting ice cream with Kurama-kun, they should return before night. Inari's gaze went from Yasaka towards Amaterasu as the two stare each other. Hello Amaterasu, hope you didn't do anything bad with my Naruto-kun. Her eyes narrowed at the innocent-looking Amaterasu. I don't know what you're talking about, but what do you mean yours? Naruto-kun will be my husband and ruler of Takamajihara with me. Amaterasu's eyes narrowed dangerously as the two glares at each other. Amaterasu then gave Inari a smug smirk. Beside, I saw his penis first, and I must say I'll be the one who conquer it first. She declares, getting different reaction from everyone. Naruto was blushing hard as he kept averting his eyes from the others. Yasaka was blushing as well as she imagined a night with Naruto and his holy sword. Blood slowly runs down her nose. Inari was pretty angry if her snarling is anything to go by. You bitch. I'll be his first after all, we both made out. Inari gave a smug smirk, getting a twitching Amaterasu. Why you bitch? Amaterasu lunged at Inari as the two fell down. A cat fight has started as a dust cloud covered the two comically while the both would pull each other hair or bite each other. Hey breaks it up, you two. Can we please get Dawa? Naruto tries to stop the two, but two first collided to face, making him fly backward before landing in front of Yasaka's feet. Ow, they can punch, he groaned as Yasaka helped him on his feet. Thanks. No problem, she smiles before her eyes narrowed at the fighting goddesses. Excuse me, I have to take care of those two over there. She makes her way over to Inari and Amaterasu as the both of them got each other in a headlock. Before they knew it, Yasaka pulls out a frying pan and smacked the both of them on top of their heads, making them drop like a sack of potato. Are you two done now? Please act like proper goddess for once since you got here, my ladies. Yasaka scolded. What are you talking, Abo? Amaterasu and Inari tries to protest but quickly shut up when Yasaka raised her frying pan. Good, now both of you need to be scolded for your behavior. Really, you two would act so childishly in front of Naruto-kun. Yasaka shook her head in disappointment, and the look down on the ground like a child that got in trouble. But beside a child you got two goddesses. Night. Kurama was carrying a sleeping Kuno on his back. After they went for ice cream, Kuno developed a sugar rush and ran around Kyoto. Of course, being her babysitter, he had to chase after her. Kurama would never admit it, but that chibi-Q can run like none other. It took him at least 20 minutes for him to finally caught up with Kuno, and right on time too, as she finally collapsed for the aftermath. But what caught Kurama's attention when he walks into the backyard was both Amaterasu and Inari sitting in a seiza position with their heads down as Yasaka was scolding them. Kurama saw Naruto looking at his direction. Walking up to his partner, Kurama gave the sleeping Kuno to Naruto while he lay next to him. So how's your day? Naruto decided to start a conversation as Kuno was sleeping on his laps. Sucks, I toy with the traders a bit but got really bored afterward, then Lady Inari came and burned the rest and I had to chase this chibi around Kyoto because she had the sugar rush. Kurama grunted. I want to face tougher opponents, maybe some angels here and there, maybe we should attack their heaven for the fuck of it. Naruto just shook his head. Looking at the night sky, Naruto couldn't see any stars, only the crescent moon shrined dimly in the night sky. Kurama, don't you think it's weird that all our enemies has some kind connection to the moon? Naruto asks, getting Kurama's attention. Like Madara and Kagaya with their infinite moon eye plan that reflects off the moon. Do you think Tsukuyomi might be involved with them? I find it strange. When Tsukuyomi was released from his seal around the same time Madara unsealed the Tentail. These events was convened, someone in the Shinto must have unsealed him while his seal has weakened. Naruto concluded. So you're thinking they're a traitor among the Shinto gods? Kurama questioned as Naruto nodded. It could be possible, but who would have done it, and without being caught in the progress? I don't know, but I want to find out before it's too late. Agree, but we mustn't tell Amaterasu or anyone else about this. We don't want Takamijihara to be in an uproar. Naruto nodded his head in agreement, as the two fell in comfortable silences. Oh, forgot to mention, but Sunchan gave me an offer to become a god, Naruto said as if it wasn't a big deal. Kurama though was looking at his host like he was crazy. Should have told me sooner, baka. Chibi. Kurama punches Naruto across the face. The outskirt of Kyoto. In the outskirt of Kyoto, a black cat could be seen staring out at Kyoto on top of a cliff. One would think it's a normal cat, but how wrong are they? The cat seems to focusing on finding the energy she had felt this afternoon. While taking a walk around the city, Kuroka felt enormous amount of chakra from the east of her location. While sensing the chakra, she couldn't help but feel attracted to the chakra. To her, the chakra was a lot heavier than any other chakra she had felt, and the warmth and power the chakra seemed to calling out to her. Wanting to find source of the chakra, she dashed off to its location, which lead her here. I found it, Naya. Puits has to be Kyoto too. All well, I'm still coming to get you, Naya. The Nikomata jumps off the cliff and onto the sea of trees heading for Kyoto. Let's see who you are, Naya. Naruto and others. Naruto and Kurama could feel the tension in the air as both goddesses was staring at them. After being scolded by Yasaka, the three of them made their way to Naruto and Kurama. Asking what happened to Kuno, Kurama explained that she had a sugar rush and Yasaka just sighed before thanking Kurama and bringing Kuno to her room, before telling them to be ready for dinner. After she left, Amaterasu wanted to discuss something considering Naruto. Naruto-kun, when I mentioned you becoming a god, I might have forgot to mention something as well, Amaterasu nervously said. You see, even though we Shintos approval of your godlyhood, but by the ancient law being placed by my father Izanagi, for you to become a god you must pass the trials from us. Trials? There a trial on becoming a god? Naruto asks. He glances at Inari, who nodded at him. Yes, we Shintos are strict on who's be joining among us Shintos, so Izanagi-sama made a law. If we Shintos would ever turn a mortal into a deity, we would have them pass the trial we give them to see if they're worthy enough. Inari explained, as bright light shine on Naruto's neck as he saw a necklace with 6 dull-color magatama. These 6 magatama on your necklace, Naruto-kun, will light up when you complete a trial. Amaterasu explained as Naruto looked over his necklace. Since there are 6 magatama, there will be 6 trials you must complete. What kind of trials are there? Kurama questioned. The trials are different, ranging from errand to solving a mystery or even training. It's up to the gods that gave it to you, really. Amaterasu shrugged. Do you know which gods will give the trials and when? Naruto asks, and Inari was the one who answered. Yes, we do, but it's against the rules for your trial. The times are random. Whenever the god feel like it, they will teleport you to their location to start your trial, so be ready at all time. Inari said, getting a nod from Naruto. It's fine, Naruto-kun, we know you will pass all of them even if the odds are against you. We know you will find a way to pass them. Amaterasu said as both goddesses smiled at him. I won't let you guys down. I swear I will pass every single one, and I never go back on my word. That is my nindo. My ninja way. Naruto proclaimed with a grin. Amaterasu and Inari blink in surprise before breaking into fit of giggles. Hey, why you guys laughing? Naruto asks, but was ignored as both goddesses took hold of his arms. We know you will pass them, Naruto-kun. Amaterasu whispers in his left ear. Now you swear on it we have no worries since you never go back on your word. Inari whispers in his right ear. Naruto's face started to heat up as both goddesses was close to his face as his arms are between his. Their buxom. Cuckoo, good luck, kid. Kurama snicker as his body puff up into smoke. Damn, oh well, front row ticket for me, cuckoo. Kurama was back inside his seal as he watches his host's misfortune. Fuck you, Naruto thought before he heard Yasaka calling for them. Dinner's ready, please come and wash your hands. Yasaka called to them as both Inari and Amaterasu let go of his arms, making Naruto sigh in relief. Thanks God, I'm hungry. Naruto's stomach started to growl as Inari and Amaterasu giggle. Amaterasu snapped her finger in realization as if she remembers something. Oh, right, you have to sign this contract, Naruto-kun. Amaterasu said as an ink and scroll appear in front of him. This contract means you're taking the trials and we Shintos have taken no responsible for your death. Amaterasu giggled though Inari raised an eyebrow. Is that so? Maybe I should RA. No need to read it, just sign it, Naruto-kun. Amaterasu interrupted him as Inari eyed her with suspicion. Naruto just gave her a confused look. But you have to read the contra. Sign it now. Amaterasu glared at Naruto, doesn't want to feel her wrath as he began to sign his name. After signing his name, the ink disappeared and the scroll moved towards Amaterasu. Thank you, Naruto-kun, can you please head to dinner before us? Amaterasu smiled brightly, making Naruto nod hesitantly as he makes his way inside. Once inside, Amaterasu looks at the scroll and let out a giggle as trail of blood escaped her nose. I don't remember anything about signing a contract, Amaterasu. It was more of a statement than a question. Amaterasu just gave her a smug smirk before skipping her way inside. We don't, it's a marriage contract for me and Naruto-kun, hoo. Amaterasu laughs as she began to run inside from an angry Inari. Get back here, bitch! Naruto walked down the streets of Kyoto holding a certain orange book in his hand. Now you must be wondering why Naruto had an Ika book in his hand. The answer was that last night at the dinner table, Amaterasu brought up his financial problem, since only Yukai accept his kind of money. At first Amaterasu suggested on conjuring some money for him, but he quickly denied it, telling them that he will be okay. They hesitated at first, but Naruto showed them Jiraiya famous book series, the Ika series. Amaterasu nodded in agreement, since they knew how famous the Ika series were. Yasaka though was confused, so she grabbed a copy of it and read it, which is how Naruto found himself sitting on his knees while Yasaka scolded him. Though, curiously enough, Naruto never got the book back. While waking up the next morning, Naruto found himself squished between Inari and Amaterasu with their breasts in his face while their bodies were sprawled over his. To make matters worse, they were sleeping in their birthday suit. With a strong will and mental preparation, Naruto was able to prevent another massive nosebleed. Needing to find a publisher for his late godfather's work and make some cash, Naruto used the Kawarimi no Jutsu to switch his body with a pillow. Amaterasu and Inari hugged the pillow closer, though they frowned at the loss of warmth. Leaving the shower, Naruto dressed himself with clothes Yasaka provided for him. Apparently he had to blend into the human society, or he would attract certain attention from different groups. Though he had said he would let them come at him, a few seconds later his body dropped to the ground with a big lump on his head courtesy of Yasaka. Needless to say, he agreed to wear the clothes. His clothes consisted of a black long t-shirt with a red Uzumaki symbol on his back, and he wore his 6 Magatama necklace over his shirt. He still wore his ANBU pants, but he had to replace his sandals with a pair of black sneakers. His headband is now located on his left bandage arm. It goes without saying, when Naruto hit the street he attracted a lot of attention, especially from the female population. Ugh, I should have asked Hisaka-chan for directions. I think I'm lost and wonder how Kurama is doing. Naruto wondered, since last night Inari asked Kurama to train the next batch of kids for her since they are still new and inexperienced. Surprisingly, Kurama was all too happy to accept her offer. He hasn't heard from him, or the other kids since last night though, when Kurama decided to have a nightly train session. Deep in thought he didn't notice a large crowd standing in front of a damaged candy store. Walking past them he heard a meow next to him. Looking around he felt something rub against his leg. Glancing downward he saw a black cat rubbing itself on him, purring away. Hey there little Nico, what you doing here all by yourself? He asked. Bending down he began to scratch its ear, causing it to lean on his touch, purring in pleasure. Do you have an owner to go back to? The cat managed to shake its head, still in bliss by his touch. Is that so? How about to accompany me for a while, Nico-chan? The cat let out a meow. Taking it as a yes, Naruto picked up the cat and put it on top of his head, which made the cat more comfortable. As Naruto began to walk down the street, the cat failed to notice the glint in his cerulean eyes. Inari and Amaterasu. Amaterasu started to feel uncomfortable after losing her heat source, so she began to roll around the bed. Rolling over the pillow that Naruto substituted with, Amaterasu found her heat source once again. Hugging the figure close to her, as she felt the figure hugging her back, Amaterasu had a naughty dream. Amaterasu's dream. Oh Naruto-kun, please take me now, Amaterasu moaned as she started to undress, showing off her exotic figure to Naruto. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Naruto began to undress himself, leaving himself naked to Amaterasu with his holy sword in for power. Let's make love and have many children, he whispered in her eyes as he started to trail kisses down her neck, as Amaterasu began to moan. Please no more. She pushed Naruto down on the bed and got on top of him. Enough foreplay, let's hit the main event. Naruto pushed himself up, giving Amaterasu a passionate kiss. Your wish is my command. Naruto flipped her over and dream end. Amaterasu let out a perverted giggle as a stream of blood trailed down her nose. Oh, don't be so rough, Naruto-kun, she muttered in her sleep as she hugged the figure tighter. Inari felt someone hugging her. Thinking it was Naruto, Inari began to hug the person back and wrapped her arms around the person's waist. Not taking notice of the slim figure she hugged, Inari entered dreamland. Inari's dream. Please, master, I'm sorry for breaking the vase. Inari apologized, wearing an exotic maid dress, before getting slapped in the face by Naruto. Do you know how much that cost me? 23 million yen. That's how much it cost. He yelled at the down Inari, who was holding her swollen cheek and holding back her tears. I think a punishment is needed. Naruto moved over to sit on a chair. Get over here and bend over my lap, he demanded, prompting Inari to hesitate to get up but still complying as she moved over to him and bent over his lap. Please, master, I'm sorry, she whimpered as Naruto moved her skirt up, showing her bubbly ass to him. Of course you are, but you still need a spanking, he said, as he brought his hand down on her ass, making Inari cry in pain and pleasure as Naruto kept repeating his action. Naruto noticed his legs started to get wet and the look on Inari's face was clouded in pleasure. So Inari-chan is a masochist, huh? Let's see how many spanks it will make you come. He laughed as he resumed spanking her repeatedly. Yes, master, I'm a worthless maid, please punish me more, Inari yelled as Naruto continued to spank her. Master, I'm close, I am CC coming. Inari moaned in pleasure as her naked body turned cherry red. Dream end. Inari moaned in her sleep as her face was flustered from her dream. Oh master, please let this worthless maid pleasure you. She giggled as her hand traced down from the person's waist to their crotch area. I'll give you a happy ending, master, Inari giggled as she reached for her prize, but her face quickly showed confusion. She expected to grab his holy sword, but she found nothing but flat skin. Frowning, she started exploring around the area before she found a hole. Not thinking straight, she put a finger inside as she felt something wet and soft. Oh, Amaterasu moaned in her sleep. Not hearing this, Inari decided to add another finger. Oh Naruto-kun, please be gentle. Amaterasu muttered as both her and Inari's eyes started to open. They both blinked at each other, as their eyes trailed down to where Inari has her finger inside Amaterasu. Their eyes then went back to looking at each other. This is why I didn't feel Naruto-kun penis, because you are not Naruto-kun, haha humph. Inari got hit in the face by a pillow, and before she could do anything Amaterasu tackled her off the bed. Why you violated me? Only Naruto-kun can do that. Amaterasu yelled as both she and Inari wrestled around on the floor naked. Outside in the backyard. Kunu and Yasaka are in the backyard where Kunu was training her fox fire. While training, the both of them heard screaming and muffling sounds inside, and Yasaka could only sigh at what she knew were the two goddesses fighting. Kasama, what's going on? Kunu paused her training, looking at her mother. Kasama, where you going with that frying pan? Kunu asked again as she saw Yasaka make her way inside the house. Nothing, honey, just resume your training, mommy will be back in a few. Yasaka said as Kunu nodded her head and resumed her training as Yasaka went inside. A few minutes later, while Kunu was still training, she heard her mother shouting and two bam sounds followed by two thumps. Shrugging her shoulders, she continued her training. Naruto and the Nico. Naruto found himself at a park with a large lake in the middle. The Nico that Naruto found was relaxing on top of his head while he continued to walk through the park. This place is very peaceful, not a lot of people around, guess they don't appreciate nature anymore. Naruto thought as he looked around the park. The park itself was beautiful. Cherry blossom trees surrounded the area as their petals danced in the wind. Plants and flowers blossomed in late spring. To Naruto, the park itself was a sanctuary to him, and he could feel at peace here more than anywhere else in the world. A growling sound caught his attention as he looked up at the black cat on his head. You hungry, Nico-chan? He chuckled as the cat blushed. Can a cat even blush? Shaking his head, Naruto walked to a bridge that looked like the bridge where Team 7 would always met, and sat down on the railing as the cat sat next to him. Well, let's catch some fish, shall we? He asked as he pulled up his sleeve, showing a seal on his wrist before a plume of smoke appeared, showing Naruto holding ninja wires. Standing up, Naruto jumped to the nearest tree and broke a piece of branch off as he made his way back to the spot. Tightening the wires around the branch to make a fishing pole, Naruto grinned at himself. They're all done, now all we need is bait for the fish. Naruto grinned, as the cat meowed and tilted its head when Naruto looked at it. 2 minutes later. The black Nico found herself hanging over the lake as ninja wires wrapped around her as Naruto used her as bait. Naya? The Nico meowed as she still dangled over the lake. Sorry, they're no bait anyway, so I have to use you, Nico-chan, or should I say Devil Nico-chan? Naruto said as he found his ninja wire cut as the black Nico jumped onto the bridge railing where he was sitting on. How long did you know Naya? The black Nico asked, as Naruto stared at her before giving her a shrug. I can sense you, you have energy of a devil, but I also sense senjutsu from you. So you must be a Nikomata or formerly one until you turned into a devil, right, Nico-chan? Naruto asked. Wow, you're good, Naya, though I wasn't a Nikomata, but a Nekishu. We're the strongest among our species. There were 2 of us left until we were both turned into devils. Naya, the cat, started to glow as it began to take the form of a human. When the light died down, Naruto saw a young woman with a voluptuous figure, long black hair with split bangs and hazel eyes with cat-like pupils, and on top of her head were a pair of black cat ears. Her attire consisted of a black kimono, yellow obi, a set of golden beads, and an ornately detailed headband. The kimono featured a red interior, and it opened at her shoulders, showing her large, and Naruto noticed behind her was 2 black tails. Naruto cursed himself. Why does every woman I meet have to be sexy and beautiful? Damn them, I need to train to control my libido. Like what you see, Naya? She asked as she made her way to Naruto while she swayed her hips. Naruto's eyes started to follow her hips as if he was caught in a genjutsu. I take that as a yes, Naya, the woman giggled as she wrapped her hand around his neck. Snapping back to his senses, Naruto now stared at a pair of hazel-slit eyes. Yo, he awkwardly said, as she started to lean in closer, as he started to lean back. Who are you and can you get off of me, please? I don't know. It isn't very polite to ask for someone's name until you gave your first, and I don't want to. Your chakra feel warm and cozy. She just snuggled closer to his neck and Naruto heard her purring. Wanting answers, Naruto substituted himself with a tree log. Blinking several times, she looked at the log she was hugging and at Naruto, who was standing the opposite end of the bridge. How you do that, Naya? The woman asked, tossing the tree log away as she crossed her arm under her, making them appear several times bigger. A ninja will never reveal their secrets, though we do shout our attack though. Don't know why, Naruto muttered the last part, getting Kuroka to giggle as she heard him with her enhanced hearing.